where stars whisper secrets untold. A rift tears through the astral veil, and sanity reigns, its grip unfolds. Cultists chant in shadowed halls, their voices a hymn to chaos unbound. They conjure up forbidden falls, to summon the fallen, lost and unfound. Unfound. Oh, astral winds carry up across realms and dimensions unknown. For the void-born dread, the fabric unraveled shall wield power that chills every bone. Across fractured plains, reality trembles, mountains weep, rivers twist in desperate prayer. The sun blinks, uncertain of its emblem, as eldritch horrors crawl from the lair. Their forms twisted and malefic, born of nightmares and forgotten dread. They drift through astral currents, a beacon for those who seek madness instead. Oh, astral winds carry up free across realms and dimensions unknown. For the void-born dread, the fabric unraveled shall wield power that chills every bone. Every bone. In forgotten temples and cursed groves, heroes gather, there is all unyielding, to chase the ripples of reality's codes. They confront the abyss, both fearsome and appealing. Oh, astral winds carry up free across realms and dimensions unknown. For the void-born dread, the fabric unraveled shall wield power that chills every bone. As the final verse echoes the starlit skies and death trembles on the lips of all, the abyssal maw opens, galaxies within ready to consume all those who stall. Yet whispers of valor and unity persist in the eminent astral reckoning. Perhaps hope shall win.
All right, hello and welcome in everybody who is hanging out tonight. We are going to get ready for session number 35 of Echoes of the Fallen Ascendant. So bear with me momentarily while I get things last minute situated, get our group set up with their recap, and then we're going to go ahead and just dive straight on into it. So without further ado, here we go. All right. Welcome to session 35. Let's go ahead and do a quick recap from session 34. So, session 34, Ianari the 10th, 4254 PFH at 10:30 p.m. So the group loaded the ship, and as they made for the sky with Dorian at the helm, took time to check everything out. They traveled through the night and into the next day, seeing all of Trinity from a vantage point most people never even dream of. Payne made the group some dwarven meat buns, and the group talked about their next steps throughout the day. Lyra made sure everyone was aware that violence, rudeness, crassness, and sarcasm were not going to get them anywhere in a city owned by devilish backbones. On the morning of Ianari the 12th, after crossing the inlet of Ankmir, the group landed the Astral Mother and allowed Asha to eat some normal vegetation and take a shit in the wild, while Amelia shoveled her ship shit from the belly of the ship. That night, they took to the sky and slept in relative safety. The next morning, Dorian brought the ship as close as comfort would allow and let the group off some 6 miles outside of the ruins of Ankmir. The group then took some time, entered, noted the size of the spire that rose out of the ground like an infernal obelisk of some sort, and then stopped a couple of guards and inquired about Ilara in a roundabout and rather awkward manner. The guards obliged them. The guard obliged them. They, meaning you guys, paid him, and then headed to the northwestern section of the city. The group made a pit stop at the Shady Deal Inn and spoke with an air genasi named Kalis Drift, who was actually rather helpful and even named the quote-unquote Star Girl, and noted her potential as a star finder. The group paid him for the information as well and took their leave. When they arrived in the slave quarters, they noted a confrontation happening somewhere near the square. A booming male voice could be heard berating a much meeker female. The group approached and saw who they thought they were looking for. A massive red dragonborn man with a hammer as big as he was, surrounded by a cohort of orcs and wargs. So, last session's XP was 200 for RP and 175 for skill checks, putting everybody at gaining 375 experience points. All right, and this session 35, so just for note-taking purposes, we're beginning on Ianari the 13th, 4254 PFH at 4:30 in the afternoon. All right, anybody have anything for me before we kick it off?
Yeah, can I just... Okay, I'm sorry, my push to talk's going wild on my side. I don't know if it's going wild for you.
No.
Can I just get a level XP where I should be?
Kane is 8290.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure it didn't get weird because of the Wi-Fi situation and mounts and stuff.
No, I mean, you were at the game. You got the XP for it, for sure. Okay. All right, well, with that being said, let me go ahead and kick on some ambiance. Give you guys a reminder of who you are currently approaching. So, as the people who this individual was just kind of berating in this square kind of put their head down and scurry into the alleys, a couple of the orcs peek around the corner and you catch the attention of one of the wargs, which doesn't approach you, but they definitely turn towards you. And you would hear, Dench, you especially, you would hear this guy right here in Orcish. He kind of looks over his shoulder and he says, "Hey boss, we got... Oh, fuck, they're not slaves. Somebody's coming now." He kind of nods, the Dragonborn nods, and he kind of peers through the bushes and the brush towards you guys. And he sets his hammer kind of on the ground and really struggles to look past this orc and at you guys, since most of you are, like, under 4 feet tall. And you hear him say, "Why don't you, come a little bit closer, into the light, as they say, so I can see who's peeping on me."
Yeah, alright. Didn't mean any intrusion. I'm just gonna scoot by this cactus guy. Sorry.
Lyra would like try to get Amelia's attention and just mouth "mind on the mission" as we walk up.
Amelia glances at Lyra, and follows Dench.
You see this guy now, absolutely fucking rippling muscles. This guy has throat muscles. He has muscles on his muscles. And it's weird because for somebody who has scales for skin, it's tough to tell. It's literally like looking at a little mini dragon. He's kind of cute, but he is a mean-looking bastard. And all of these orcs that are standing here, A, they're all full-blooded orcs. B, they're all carrying different weaponry. There's at least one with a hammer, one with an axe, one with a sword and shield, one carrying like 2 stiletto-looking things, and one with a big 2-handed mace. And the wargs are not chained, but they are like sitting like military guard dogs and just eyes on you guys as you approach. So this gentleman, the Dragonborn, kind of he's still squinting and kind of looking at you, and he goes, "Oh boy, what do we have here? 1, 2, 3 half-breeds, a dog, and a clergy member of the Church of fucking Moradin. This day could not get any weirder." What the
Jackal. It's Jackal. Oh, yeah, sorry. I'll let him speak for himself.
Kind of looks down. "Oh,
I'm a jackal.
and you talk. Pretty copper piece. Talking animals. Well, you showed up unannounced. I don't think I've got any appointments today, so let me be as polite as I possibly can be. What the fuck do you want?"
Well, in fact, we're, just happen to be in the area, and we were, wondering if you know of an individual that we, trying to track down.
Well,
All sources pointed us to you. We hear you're the man of the hour. This is your domain. Am I correct?
That's right. I am Krivak. I am the slave master in this slave port. What are you looking for? Who are you looking for?
We're actually looking for a starfinder.
A starfinder? You, crewing a ship? Going out to sea?
Of sorts, yeah.
Interesting. Alright. Yeah, I think I got a starfinder around here somewhere. Couple of them, actually. How many you looking to buy?
I hear around town that you definitely have the best of the best around here. So yeah, I was I think we're just looking for one individual.
All right. You looking for a particular person? You got a name? Do you have a slave number you're looking at? Somebody give you a ticket somewhere else?
No tickets, sir. No tickets.
All right. So
That's actually a little bit new to me and all. So yeah, I suppose I don't know. Do you keep all your starfinders in one location? Do you have a recommendation?
well, no, we don't keep them together. Valuable assets, starfinders, especially being a port city. They ship out real good like. But I know I've got the 2. One who's real good and one who's a little bit older, but pretty talented. Got to admit, she's got her shit down. She can read constellations better than anybody, but
They say with age comes wisdom.
yeah, that's what they say.
We probably want the older one, Dench.
Experience goes is very important in our line of work.
Yeah, no, I understand that, and wouldn't have any fucking thing to do with the fact that she's also a Celestian follower like her, and points straight at Amelia.
Amelia is quite literally biting her tongue at the moment and has one hand just on her holy symbol, is just doing everything she can to keep her mouth shut, but her emotions are very, very visible.
Oh, her?
And-
Coincidental.
Can I interrupt? Just
Oh, please
throw
go ahead.
this in there. Sorry, Dench. Payne is expecting Krivak to lie to us, so he's going to be really listening to the words and like listening for the lies and for, like if he starts talking prices, like okay, this guy's trying to rip us off or something.
Sure. Why don't you go ahead and give me an insight check. Okay, give me 1 sec. So far, he seems to be totally honest with you. I mean, there's not been a whole lot to lie about, but everything that has come out of him has seemed genuine.
Yeah, like this is what Payne's going to be doing, is listening for those lies. So
Understood. Oh, you said, just coincidental.
Yes.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
so you fucking lied to me. Fucking half-breeds. Alright, what do you got to say about that, Starling?
Is there a woman here named Alara?
Fuck yeah, there is.
May we speak to her?
Definitely not. She's my property, sweetheart. However, if you're wanting to buy her, I can give you some pricing figures.
Dunch?
And on the mission.
just out of curiosity, why don't you throw the numbers at us?
Why don't we have this conversation somewhere not so public, just so the common rabble don't get, excitable? Would you care to come to my humble abode? And he kind of, that pain you pick up, he knows everything here is filth. So that was very clearly sarcasm. He turns,
Oh yeah, I would love to check out your humble abode if you do.
I think that would be preferable than standing out here.
How are the other orcs looking? Where do you go?
yeah, sorry, I moved him up a little bit quicker because I've got like a shitload of guards to move, so he's up north in that one, in the building straight north of here.
Let's
Right
say,
over there.
just say we all follow.
Yeah, I figured you guys were just gonna, I mean, you can still take the time to look at what you're looking at if you want to, The orcs, they are watching you guys very, 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 very closely. But for the most part, they don't really say shit. They're very, very quiet. They seem, Dench, to you, they seem more disciplined than they should be.
Amelia's not going to be hiding the fact that she's not like going up to the windows as she's going and following the others, but she is absolutely looking. None of the people that were visible from the windows specifically, in like this building, that's not anyone recognized.
That is not. No. Actually, nobody that you guys have walked past at all at this point has been recognizable. For any of the ones that you could have seen through your vision, like on your tokens.
Thank you.
So, Krivak comes in and he kind of puts himself in the corner and he puts these two big beefy fucks. One who's got the sword and shield and the other one that's got the two-handed hammer. Close the door. He's looking at you, Amelia. I'm assuming you'll close the door.
It takes her a half second longer than it probably should, but then she will.
Okay. So he pulls a stool up and he actually kind of goes at ease and he sets his hammer with the head on the ground and the haft kind of like leaning against the corner of the building. And this place is fucking dilapidated. It's not been used legitimately in many, many years. There's just soiled rags, probably piles of piss and rat shit. It's pretty gross. It doesn't seem like even any of the slaves are living here, but it's pretty destitute. So he sets the hammer up, sits on the stool, and he says, "All right, so we want to talk figures on your Starfinder, the old elven broad. So, paperwork dictates that she gets auctioned at 500. However, I can clearly see that she is of extreme importance, as this was not a coincidental traveling to our fine city and establishment in order to find her. So I can let her go for a meager 750.
That's an
Finch is looking
awful
over to
lot
Lyra.
of money for one person.
Not when you're dealing with a Starfinder, it's not. I can put her on a boat and send her north and double my profit tomorrow morning. Which, by the way, if she's not purchased by then, is exactly what's gonna happen.
How did she come into your possession?
That's none of your goddamn business, lady.
Well, I like to know where my investments come from.
Well,
We also know the fact that she's been here for quite a while, so she seems almost like damaged goods.
possibly so, but that comes with age, just like wisdom, right?
Well,
That's true.
we gotta make sure she's healthy.
Listen, I get where you're going. Let me be pretty clear here, okay? Your little star-touched girl is completely unharmed. I can prove that, but you need to understand that valuable things, actually valuable things, are not mistreated under my watch. Otherwise, they do lose the value.
To be
Starfinders,
fair, we just met you, sir.
that's fine. And I'm laying
I
down the
believe
rules
in
for you.
Finch.
Do you?
Yeah, I think he's being pretty straightforward. I mean, I think that's the price he would sell it to her, sell her to us for, and I think she's probably in pretty good shape. That's good for us.
Finch is looking over to Lyra for her mathing in her head.
Yeah. So, you said she should go for 500, and since we actually want her, she'll go for 750. So, a question for you: is it purely gold that you accept, or do you do trades, or do you do what would it be like if we did a job for you?
I'm absolute. Well, first of all, who said anything about jobs for me? I'm not a fucking mercenary guild.
Well, that's why I'm asking. I've never done this before. Let's be a little kinder.
No, fuck that and fuck you, outsider.
Gross.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do trades as well?
Absolutely. I'd give you a 300 discount, 300 gold discount for your dog, the one that talks.
Oh, he's not for sale.
Well, guess there's no trade then.
That's where you're drawing the line?
I'd buy you too. You want to trade you for her? I mean, fuck, you're a Starfinder too. I see the holy symbol. I don't give a fuck who I got. Shit, you're worth probably more because you got a lot more life left in you. Oh, sorry, were you not talking to me? She kind of looks around the room confused about who was actually talking to who at that point.
I think Amelia meant that Canis was worth much more than that to us.
Alright,
I
I could do
meant,
500.
Why are we... And she stops herself.
Listen,
Now.
we are not talking about selling anybody here. We are talking about a transaction to be able to bring back our friend.
Hey, fine by me.
On the mission, Amelia.
Just to be clear, she, and he pointed at Lyra, said she was interested in a trade. I wasn't trying to buy nobody, I was just trying to trade.
Yeah, I was trying to find out what you're willing to trade. I meant items, not people, because I wouldn't do well in your profession.
I think
Oh, I'm
those
sure you
items
do
are
real
people.
well. Hey, he gets it! He fucking gets it!
No, he said items are people, not people are items.
Goes both ways. Many of these people are items in the eyes of their masters.
I'm not saying people are items. I'm just saying to him, people are items.
Let's keep digging this hole.
I'm sure that you're not. I'm sure that you're used to people needing to discuss things before they throw money down. So we're gonna have to discuss this further as a group. not in front of you because I don't really want to say how much money we have in front of you. Seems like the right choice.
That's fair. Just to be clear, I'm not a common thug. I don't steal coin. I
I'm
just
not worried
sell
about that.
people.
I just watched the price go up when you found out we actually wanted her, so I'm not going to give you that opportunity to do that again.
Oh, hell yeah.
So why don't we take a step out of here, everyone? She's going to lock eyes with Amelia. And we will go converse elsewhere and let this gentleman do whatever it is he needs to do in his space.
He doesn't seem to move all that much.
Amelia again takes a second, then she will open the door and take a step back.
As soon as she steps out, Krivak looks up and says, "Wait."
What?
I knew she'd get her panties in a fucking wad, so I didn't want to say anything in front of her. But if you're interested in a job, I might have a little something for you guys, but, I don't think someone of her stature's gonna be on board with it, so if you're willing to chat, maybe one or two of you stay behind and, close the door and we'll have the chat.
Venus, can you step out with Amelia, please?
Oh, okay.
Payne, maybe you too.
Yeah,
Amelia's
sure.
not going terribly far. Was none of that then able to be heard?
Not with an 11 passive perception, no.
Yep.
Especially considering you're being faced straight down by two gigantic wargs and an orc in front of you, I would assume you're probably like, oh, fuck me. So Kane is in pain. Pain is in Kane step out, and they close the door behind them.
Lyra? Dench?
Lyra wanted to talk to Krivak, so let's guard the door.
She's...
That actually went better than I expected. No, you don't think so?
No.
No? Oh. Oh.
And if Lyra is doing what I think that Lyra might be doing, we are going to have a much larger problem.
From across the street, this guy's head and helmet turns towards you. Like what?
It's a money
Just
issue.
more. Yeah.
Make deception checks. Kane is in pain. Because that was a lie.
Well, it is a money issue.
Yeah, he buys it. He's a fucking moron. Oh. Money. Okay. Alright, back inside. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Payne.
I was just gonna say, I trust you and I trust Lyra and Dench. They're not gonna... It'll be okay. And I'm done.
That's not what it sounded like.
Well, words are words, you know. Yeah, it'll be all right. Just trust them.
Words are words, and people are...
Calm down. We'll figure it out. Just don't think too much about it right now.
That's why I said
For example, have you ever thought about touching a cactus?
Okay, so anyways, back inside. I'm not going to let that digress any further. Okay, so back inside, as soon as the door closes, you guys see smoke kind of begin to build up around Krivak's nose, and as he breathes, just a little trail and a couple of cinders spit out of his mouth, and you see him crack this stupid fucking grin, and he says, "I'm telling you, with total honesty, by the way, that little Starfinder girl, the old one, she's totally untouched. She's worth a shitload. So I've got her in protective custody right now so that none of these other assholes touch her. Second, as far as doing some work for me. So, there is something in this city that I would like to get my hands on. Not for everybody, which is why I only wanted to talk to the ones who wouldn't immediately shut it down or try to clasp me in chains and drag me off to some oath-bearer's sanctum where I would stand trial for crimes against bullshit.
What do you need, man? Come on.
Alright, listen. So, decades ago, when Braxel, the dickhead who runs this city, Braxel Wisdom, when he made his pact with Levistus, that cold-hearted fuck, they were keeping records. Hidden somewhere beneath the spire of the Pact Makers is an infernal ledger that supposedly contains the names of the original pact holders, terms of their contracts, secret debts, infernal signatures, yada 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 yada. No big fucking whoop. Now listen, I'm not asking you guys to steal this ledger for me. I'm just asking you to get in and take a good hard fucking look at it for me. When that's done, you come back here, I take a peek in your brain and grab what I need from what you saw. Then the Star Girl's as good as yours.
Take a peek in our brain. What do you mean by that?
I've got a potion of mind reading I've been saving for some time, so you just bring your thoughts to the surface and I'll take a deep dive. Now I've got a contact.
So you're asking us to get inside an impenetrable tower?
No. See, that's the great thing. I've got a contact over in the Tiefling quarters who, knows of a way in. A legit way in. The only problem with this way in is that, those of us who are bound by that giant fucking spire, based on our very existences here, also anybody of celestial bloodline, fiendish bloodline, draconic bloodlines, elemental bloodlines, fae, yada yada yada, you can't get in the way that he's got. And we don't get outsiders a whole lot visiting here, so finding somebody to go take a peek at this thing has taken me fucking decades. Clearly none of you have those bloodlines. And you're all outsiders. And you've come to me for help with your friend. So, I could put you in contact with my boy. He can get you in. All I need you to do once you're in is find the fucking ledger. Have your brainiac girl here, points down at Lyra. Take a peek at it. Memorize it. Kind of glances down at your side. Assuming you're of the scholarly sorts. Come back to me. I drink the potion. Take a peek inside her head. Done deal.
What's it to you, a couple names in a legend?
Well, see, that's the thing. I think it's more than that that's in there. I want to know what exactly is in that fucking book, and why. There are things that go unexplained in this city sometimes. People pulling strings, pieces of the puzzle that just don't quite fit. It's hard to explain to somebody who hasn't lived here their whole life, but something's just not right. And I want the information.
If you get that information, is anyone going to get hurt or die?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, you might, but I'm not asking you to, throw your lives away for this thing. I mean, I am asking you to survive long enough to at least take a peek at it and get back here, but yeah, I don't know what's in there. Normal folk like me, even being a leader, I'm the leader of the fucking bottom. I'm the leader of the gutter snipes, as you would say. I'm the leader of filth. I don't mean shit to that tower.
So nobody's seen what what it looks like on the inside, is what you're saying.
Well, again, my contact may have more information for you. He's a trusted ally of mine, somebody I've relied on for many, many years for information, especially around this district and in the racial districts.
So nobody will get hurt or die. You can free
I
your
can't
friends.
promise that. I don't know that.
You're not planning on anyone getting hurt or dying.
I'm not intending
What
on
are the-
killing anybody.
What are the repercussions if we were to get caught and looking at that book?
My guess is that you would be immediately executed.
That's spicy.
Now here's the thing. The archives, as they're called, are not really the most important parts of that tower. From what I understand, it is below ground, just barely. Things buried underneath it are things like treasure chambers and artifact chambers, yada yada. The higher you go in the tower, that's where they start having aristocracy, people who mean something, people with pact-making abilities. They're working
Stay the
that
fuck
part.
away from the upper levels.
I would say if you find a fucking stairwell, do not take it. Just stay in the fuck. I can get you, through my contact, into the archives. That's it. Get in, do your thing, get the fuck out.
All right, we do this for you. You give us a star.
Free of charge.
We're gonna have to discuss this with the group.
Take your time. We'll even say you don't have to come back and tell me anything. If you want to meet my contact, you can.
Yeah, I was gonna ask for the name.
Yeah, you can head over to the Tiefling quarters, Tiefling district, and his name is Zarzek Vane. You'll know him when you see him. Reeks like cinders, blood red skin, crafty fellow, dresses well. Definitely a little bit out there, but pleasant enough. He's got some deep-rooted fucking connections in this city. When you get into the Tiefling district, his house is the second house from the left on the southern side of the main strip.
Okay. And should we tell him that you sent us?
That would be advisable. I'll tell you what, if you plan on go, I will let him know I have told you regardless. No need to come back and see me, because as far as I see it, you're all on borrowed time. I wasn't kidding. At dawn, I send the Starfinder north in a boat and make double what I'm asking for you.
Right.
So either come visit me by dawn, or good fucking luck elsewhere.
Despite your spicy demeanor, I do really appreciate This was really decent of you.
You haven't seen anything yet.
You can be more decent?
Little bit.
All right.
By the way, your acolyte or priestess or whatever the fuck she is out there, your little holy warrior, I'd keep her on a tight chain in this city. She's
yeah.
being watched.
She's
Easier
beyond
said than
uncomfortable,
done.
too.
Yeah. Trust me, I understand.
I did not think I was going to leave thanking you, but thank you.
Of course. Enjoy the rest of your stay here in our fair city of Ankmir, or the ruins of what it once was.
I won't, but thank you for the sentiment.
Alright, get the fuck out of here. You've got till dawn.
All right.
Look, Amelia, it went good. Like I said, trust.
On the way out the
let's get
door,
s-
on the way out the door, Lyra would look over her shoulder one more time and just do like a nod to him, and she'll close the door behind.
You see, he kind of grins a toothy grin, and he's in the process of pulling what looks like a small cigar out of his leather apron, puts it in his mouth. He just kind of nods at you.
Let's get somewhere we can talk.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, Amelia. We still have all our money.
Going up here just bring us deeper into like the.
Yeah,
He's
pretty
just trying to,
much.
like, get
Yeah. You guys, I'll bring you. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just bring you to the Runes of Ankhamir page and kind of just give you a pin. Kane is just, when you walk past that warg, its hair stands up on the back of its neck and it fucking growls insanely at you. It just pulls its teeth back almost so much that you can like see its cheekbones.
If the ward growls, Amelia's hand is going to be like just like it was in the alley in the start of things. Like she's hand to the weapon, like she's jumpy as fuck. She doesn't draw it, but it is a notable not hidden action.
Yeah, as you would do that too, you would hear the grinding of knuckles and fists on leather wraps as the orcs start to kind of turn towards you.
I'm gonna do the Jurassic Park thing. Everyone's fine here. Amelia, let's go somewhere else. Whoa.
All right, I'm gonna put you guys on the map of the ruin, and that way you can kind of see you're in the slave quarters, but just kind of outside of it, like away from that what we'll call the square. You guys find a small alleyway. There's not a lot of people around, by the way. The slave quarters is pretty fucking vacant. Most of the people that were being, like, quote-unquote housed are either there or being ushered up towards, like, where the docks would be. So where you guys find a little space to kind of R&R, it's pretty vacant, and you don't even see, like, town guardsmen here. It was, like, those orcs followed you for, like, a block and a half and then just turned around and went the other direction.
We're well out of sight. Nobody had followed us to within earshot.
Make a perception check.
I was gonna do the same here.
Make a perception check.
Payne wouldn't care, and he'd be like, "So how'd it go? What are we doing? We're walking away. I see."
Yeah, so both of you, as Payne starts kind of going on, you guys both look around and check the alleys. You even like peek in like open shutters and windows and stuff. There's not a fucking soul to be seen.
Okay. Amelia. First and foremost. All right, you're not breathing. I said breathe. Do it.
What happened in there?
The way I see it, we were given 3 options. 1, we pay the man. That's not really an option.
No.
2, we do a job for the man. That's more of an option.
And there's no plan
3,
for anyone to get hurt or die in that job.
Right. 3, we wait for her to be put on a boat, and then we fucking storm the boat with our ship.
Which could
I like option 1 and 2 considerably less than I like option. I'm sorry, I like option 1 and 3 considerably less than I like option 2, and I'm very good at math, clearly.
I didn't even realize those were options. Boy.
Well, I mean, option 3 is a stretch, but I see it.
I don't know.
Last ditch off.
Yeah, we're not quite manned well enough for that craziness.
Maybe not storming the ship, but sneaking on somehow. Sneaking around. It seems like a little bit more of a controllable environment than slave quarters.
And less damagey. But, okay. First of all, Amelia, I need you to hear me here. I agree with you that people are not objects. I completely disagree with the idea of slavery and trading living things. However, we marched into their space of work to try to save your friend, and there's no amount of law that is going to back you right now. So, if we want to complete the mission we came here to do, we have the
Then we
options Ted's just
consider
laid out.
buying people?
No, because we're not going to do that. Because even if we wanted to do that, we don't have the money to do that. So, our options are: we can do this task where nobody is planned. If there's no plan on anybody getting hurt, the worst thing that could happen is if we get caught, we'll get executed. So we need to not get caught. But how much does she mean to you? And that's the question you need to ask yourself right now, because we definitely dragged all of our asses into this extremely dangerous place to try to help your friend.
We are not going to try to wholesale slaughter an entire city to find your friend either.
Can't.
That's not an option.
I didn't think we were going
Talking
to
to
be,
dirty people. Sorry, go ahead.
I didn't think we were going to be taking on the whole city, but I definitely thought that last conversation there was going to be a lot more kneecapping there.
I did too.
I was thinking the same.
But if we started
It
out
was a
that way,
concern.
we weren't gonna get out of that building.
Oh, I was pretty confident that we would do good in that building.
In it, yeah. What happens when we leave?
Oh, well, they would try to come in. I kind of thought through the one door that we would maybe, yeah.
That was a,
Or
that was a-
they could burn
it
the
was
whole
rough.
fucking building
It
that was a
down.
very
That's insane.
flammable building. That's
yeah,
exactly what I was
pretty
gonna say.
flammable,
too.
yeah. But you guys did good.
I'd
You
rather
talked
not.
your way right out of it. Nobody died. We're all
And
healthy.
we have an alternative
As
to purchasing someone.
Yeah, well, yeah. As shitty as this whole situation is, and kind of as shitty as the situation that man runs in there, he was quite reasonable. Yeah, I
And I-
know, but he
Yeah.
was.
I won't say I told you so now. I'll save that for later. But I did try to prepare everybody for this possibility on the way here, and it got dismissed fairly quickly.
I was not expecting him to let us out there unscathed, or without. I expected purse cutting, or kneecapping, and all of the above.
Definitely kneecapping.
I am.
We'll
And
get
he's
to it.
reputable. He didn't want you to see his decent face, Amelia, because I think he likes getting under your skin. But as soon as you
Oh.
walked out, he was like a different
I
lizard
am.
man.
I am delighted that you had such a pleasant conversation with the slave master.
Okay, what's your plan?
That's what I was saying, Amelia. That's what I was saying. I know this is all shitty, but there's at least a little bit of a silver lining here. He is a reasonable person, and we can do business without getting anybody hurt, or sacrificing anybody's ideals here.
Also, something we didn't specifically state, we don't have to pay anything. Doing this task of information gathering, which is actually pretty normal in the real world, not,
Honestly, I'm very invested in learning what the fuck is going on with this city, and I feel like this gives us a little bit of that opportunity.
And we don't have to pay anything. I mean, the 750 gold is gone and we get her, and she's no longer enslaved. I would love to free everyone here. I'd love to. I don't know if there's enough books in that spire for me to do that.
What?
There's no clean way
Like,
to do
that
this 100%.
obviously throws off Amelia because that was like a complete subject shift as far as she's aware.
Okay,
Uh,
now
okay.
that I see you're listening and you've turned off the shutdown, we have a mission to do. The mission is information gathering. We have a contact who could get us into the place we need to gather the information. Then we bring the information to him, and he takes the information, and we take your friend. For free. For free.
You said this was the job that we would get executed for. And
If we
If
get
we
caught.
got caught.
But the place we have to go to is one that is not as of high importance as other areas inside of the building. So it's not likely that we'll get caught. We have to do some really stupid things. Just gonna kind of look around and maybe towards Bane.
like going into the spire of the pact makers.
Just being loud while we're in there, really. Canis.
Do we know for sure that she is here? Kind of looks back towards the slave quarters.
It wouldn't do him. He said he has her in safekeeping because she's so valuable. It wouldn't do him any good to lie about who she is now. We didn't say her name, and we could.
I mean,
Yeah, we did.
I did.
You did say her name, okay. So
Yeah, that was.
okay, so then that's how we know he's not. He
Coincidence?
Makes,
And
he,
Cat apologizes for Amelia absolutely cutting off Lyra as she turns to Dench. Coincidence? It was
What
just
do you want me
coincidence.
to say, Amelia? Like, we
We
need to
have-
do some. We need. Hey, listen to me. We need to do some a little bit shady shit in order to get your friend out of a shady situation. I have done this before.
I can almost guarantee her price tag was actually 300 until he found out we
100%.
actually wanted her.
100%.
Yeah, that's the way bartering goes. You know, valuables.
The more value the other it's called supply and demand. We don't need to go into it right now, but there's a
Listen,
whole.
I know how close this is to you. We are doing our best, but we need to kind of schmooze this wrong type of people to get this to work.
I won't do that.
Yeah, then you go
You
wait
don't
at the
have
ship.
to.
Go wait on the ship with your star horse.
I won't do that either.
So are we going back to kneecap him?
No, that's the stupid
no.
thing I was mentioning, Payne. That would
Oh,
be.
oh,
Yeah.
Definitely not that.
What's your plan, Amelia?
Just, I wish if we could see or talk to her or know. I feel like that would make all of this so much easier.
Did you see her in any of the windows?
Not the ones that I could look in, but also didn't look around.
If I could see her, I could try, but
Canis, you're
Yeah.
a really, really good scout, but also those dog things. They could probably smell you, couldn't they? You wouldn't be able to go and look.
what would you need to know from talking to her before we start putting people in danger to sneak around where we were told to stay out? What would you need to know from her?
Help to know that she was actually okay.
He's not going to damage his goods, especially something so valuable.
I'm pretty confident that she's okay.
I know you all seem to trust him.
Oh, I
It's
don't
not
trust
about
him. I
trust.
just believe the words that he said.
And not letting people see the merchandise before buying. That's a normal thing?
I've never bought someone before, so I couldn't speak to that one way or another. He's not going to have him sitting on a shelf behind him in a stall, so
We probably could have asked a little bit more to do that, but the conversation went a different direction. So
he
we'll
also,
yeah, it's
he,
weird.
he told us, he said she is kept safe because she's valuable. And we also only have tonight. He's sending her off in the morning.
And if we fail in this mission, we got option 3.
If we fail in this, we've been executed. Is why?
Well, no,
Where-
if we fail to get the page in our memories and we're
What?
being attacked,
Okay,
then we
what?
fucking run and then we regroup.
We don't run very well.
What is this job?
All right, we need to go into the tower archives and find a ledger that contains the names of all the pact and mumbo jumbo for the city. He wants us to memorize the information, and then we'll extract it from our brains.
From the Devil Pact?
I don't know, from the pack. So what he's looking
Whatever
for.
pact make the city happen.
What does he want from that?
He
Did he
wants to
say
know.
what specifically?
No, actually it's because everything is so ambiguous that he wants to know what's in there. He wants to know what's in the ledger because he wants to learn what's in the book and why.
Why don't we just bring him the book?
I don't think that's going to be easy.
That's probably not an option.
I was thinking I could probably send him a few messages depending on how much is in there and just say it to him, but then I have to say it. So it's probably better if we just look at it and study it and bring it to him that way.
This book's about the thing that the pact from like 50-ish years ago. Like the whole
So?
pact that's
I haven't seen the book yet.
All right, does he want us to bring it to him?
He just wants us to basically he wants me to try to memorize what's in there as best as I can so that he can then get that information from us.
Okay, how's he gonna get it? If you just memorize it, you're just gonna
So
tell him?
look
Well,
in
he-
my brain.
Yeah, he has a potion of mind reading apparently. That'll help.
I don't have any. Yeah, exactly. I don't have anything to hide from him. We already told him everything. We put all our cards on the table. I mean, I guess if he digs a little deeper, he might learn some things I don't want him to, but it's not really anything that'll be that big of a problem. It's just mostly personal stuff.
this city the way it is now was stabilized. I don't know. That is devil pact.
Well, I don't know if this will make you feel better, but he was when he was giving us the background of this, he said that decades ago when Braxel made his pact with Levistus, he called him a cold-hearted fuck. So I don't think he's real happy with the way things are going here. Maybe it's going to be an uprising and he'll free all of the slaves and this will get turned into a really nice city again.
Unlikely.
Stop it.
That
That is unlikely, but
We don't know his intention. He said he wants to know the original pact holder names, terms of contracts. He wants to understand what's in the book.
that pact, that deal was made to stop a war in this city.
Okay, so maybe he'll kick the war back off. But I mean, we came here to save your friend. What are we
I
doing?
mean,
We can't.
would you say that this city is like a good place to be without a war right now? Is that what you're saying? This is
If
a
we're making a list of
peaceful,
names,
healthy place.
Look, either or. We can probably go and maybe get this book or whatever, and then decide. We can decide from there whether we actually want to return it to him or not.
Why is this book so hard to get?
it's in the archives. So basically, the way that, from what
So
I'm
just-
understanding, the Spire is set up so people like him, people who like live here, people like him of specific bloodlines. So he said, anybody who has celestial bloodline, fiendish bloodline, draconic, elemental, fae, you can't get in. Or anyone who's
And especially outsiders. Or outsiders are able to get in easier.
yeah, anybody born in the city, yeah, they can't get in
Why?
because that's how they set up the Spire.
Probably some
Probably to
kind of
keep,
protection, magic. I don't know.
maybe to keep them out of their, so they didn't get information about things.
Lyra, make an Arcana check. You're proficient with it, right? Okay, yeah, just make an Arcana check. This is going to be a passive end. I don't typically do these things, but this campaign has procced me to do so. So, just basic information about protective magics. Typically, warding magic will have, like, tags attached to them, like things like creature types, like elemental, fae, dragon, outsider, aberration, whatever. And that's across the board, from the most minor of spells all the way to the top tier, and that's for every school of magic among both arcane and divine. Like, especially wards that are trying to keep something out, that what he was saying as far as the tagline thing is concerned does ring true.
Oh, okay. Canis, you remember when Professor Elric set up that ward on his office to keep you out after you've been in there too many times?
Yeah, prick.
So if you think along those lines, he had to specifically set that ward up so that Canis couldn't get in there. Like it had to be. I mean, it ended up being everybody's familiars, but he had to set it up specifically to focus on them. My guess is that they set this magic up the same way. If you're born in the city, if you're of this bloodline, specifically, you can't make it in. That's how we would be able to go in, and people from the city wouldn't.
To me, it seems like they're trying to keep this city ignorant.
Agreed. And that's travesty in
Er-
itself. I'm just saying.
It may also be that this is just kept in where they might keep deals or pacts or other things, which could be an issue for people in the city, so they don't want others to reach it.
Right. So it'd be freeing information and.
Or could it be like this professor trying to to keep potential potential thieves out?
Perhaps. I mean, something had to, like, all of the cautions on everything.
Not just you, Cadus.
Somebody had to do something to make it be a necessity, right? So they're safeguarding something from specific people, and most people who walk into this town are scared shitless, and they're not going to step out of place and do something like that. It's not a museum where you can pay and go in and be like, oh, look at that, let's read the archives.
Kind of like when my grandmom put the sweet pies up on that shelf I couldn't reach, and just that was frustrating.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just like that.
That's a martial ward. She physically moved it out of the way.
And there's got to be a reason it's behind those wards,
Ignorance, yes.
Because it tastes. I mean, because it's important.
or because maybe some dwarves shouldn't eat all of their sweet cakes before dinner. Maybe
Well, that's what she said, but I disagreed. But I didn't eat them all before dinner because I couldn't reach them.
Exactly. So everyone's hungry for this information. See, Pain, I'm bringing it so full circle. Everyone's hungry for this information, but they're not supposed to have it because it's not dinner time yet.
That makes sense.
Also,
So-
could you imagine the chaos that could be caused if pact makers or like those affected by pacts could like look at
Easily
the pact
access
and make
them,
more,
right.
yeah, trying to find loopholes and stuff like that.
Okay, so we're not going to do this job then.
No,
Yes, we are.
we're going to do the job for one thing. We're not allowing everyone else access to all the packs and stuff. We're,
Right.
we're explaining why there is wards for the people of this town specifically.
Okay, so why would we want to get around any of that?
Because your friend needs to be freed, and we don't have 750 gold, and we don't want to kill a bunch of people on the same ship that she's on. So, would you rather purposely attack a ship and have potentially everyone die, including your
Well-
friend, or try to get this information so that we can free her for free, so we can do the job we came here to do, so we can go do the other stuff we have to do still?
Do I think that it is a better choice to potentially help these slavers find the end of their path and kill them? Or do I think that it would be better to go and get a devil book and give that information to the slavers and let them be alive?
I feel like this is an easy one, but you tell me.
We're kneecapping
You-
people. All right, let's go,
wanna
Delia.
try, if you want to try to take on the entire slave war, be my guest, I suppose. But that
I'm
does
not
not
doing
end
it.
well. That does not end
Oh,
well.
right.
I don't die here. This is not where my story ends.
I wasn't
Do we-
gonna die.
Do we know how many people are there?
We know nothing about it until we go talk to our contact out in
No, in there. Points to the slave area.
No, we don't, and that is the problem.
All of the slaves are in there.
There could be 3 slavers, there could be 3,000 slavers ready to smush our heads in the pulp.
And if you get too nosy,
Or-
they'll do that out of principle.
Yeah, or they use their slaves as human shields.
Why
They would
doesn't
do that.
why doesn't everyone just quickly give me an intelligence check? This is going to be a pseudo history check, just to kind of give you guys an idea of how populated the city looks as a whole. I kind of described it, but since you've walked through it all the way, I'll give you a little bit more. Kane is, you can go fuck yourself.
I'm annoyed because it bounced off someone else's dice and landed on one.
Oh, about somebody else's die rolled on my screen. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, so the 19, the 17, and the 21. I'll give it all to you. Since you guys have walked through this door, through the gates on the east side, you have encountered at least 25,000 people. And you've only seen half of the city. Do with that what you will.
If my calculations are correct, let's go with your questions, Amelia. Which one of them ultimately leads to us fighting the whole city, or at least let's just say half the city? Half the city. We've seen all the people that we've walked past. That's about half the city. Do we want to fight that many people? That's
We wouldn't.
a lot of people.
We wouldn't be.
No, we would die very quickly. We'd probably only fight a handful of them.
The thing I can't get past is that we're talking about, because we don't have enough coin to buy the person that we are here to get. We are thinking about doing a job as trade instead. That's what this comes down to.
Would the money have made you more comfortable?
Either way, we're paying, whether it's with coin or something else, we are paying this person for someone he has no right to be keeping
Or we
captive.
pay for her in. Or we pay for her in blood. Do you think that's what she wants?
A look
We
comes
could-
over Lyra's face. Sorry, Pain.
No,
And it's anger, as there's a sudden realization. What was your plan here, Amelia, when you decided to bring us all with you to rescue your friend? Are you more comfortable with risking the lives of the people who have stood by you than having us do a mission that you don't even have to be a part of? Go hang out on the ship.
If I was willing to just risk all of our lives without any pause, I would have just, I could feel the light of the stars right there. Right there.
I don't know
would
what
have
that
been-
means.
So easy to draw my blade and act.
she's saying she would have kneecapped him, which is what I thought we were going there to do. But,
But it kind of feels like we're borderline doing that right now, because every logical or plausible option is getting denied, and you really seem like you want to fight. And if that's what you want to do and this is where your story ends, then go do it. But let me
I
leave you
don't-
first.
Want to just help this evil grow.
You
And
won't-
we're giving them coin or devil
put it another
magic
way.
information.
You don't know what he's using the information for. He seems like a shitty dude. Maybe he was born into slavery himself and said, fuck this, I'm not doing this. I'm going to do a slow, long game. And then someday I'll convince some outsiders to go find information so I can take the city down. We don't know what he's going to do with it. We do know
He
He's
owns
been looking
people.
for it for years.
right. And we know for a fact that doing this gets your friend. That is the only thing we know for a fact right now.
We know that. I think he told you that it would work. for that. We're also talking about just blindly trusting a slaver.
So what is your plan?
Well, just to be clear, I'm okay going with Lyra's plan. I'm not so much on the third plan with the ship attacking the other ship. I kind of think that's a little wild. I'm also okay kneecapping them, though that situation kind of passed. But yeah, Amelia, if you're not going with Lyra's plan to get in, get the thing, get out, and trade the information, which isn't, you know, I mean, maybe it's important, maybe it's not. It's a little weird for me, but I'm okay with that over risking everybody's life. So
Let's also say that you somehow end the slavers here, right? We managed to do that. What are you going to do with all the slaves?
We have a ship.
You can't take them in. You can't feed them. You can't have house them.
Take that many slaves.
We have a ship. We could at least help them get out of this place.
Okay,
Who
here's
says
the
our
other thing.
ship can take them all?
We are also getting this information. So fuck this guy. We play the long game. Okay? But we need to do something, Amelia, because we came all the way here. And I want to free every single person. I don't agree with this either. I don't. But guess what? You have to do things one. Have you ever heard the story? Have you ever heard the story about the crow who wanted a drink of water? Have you ever heard that story?
The what? No.
There's this bucket, we'll say, of water.
a bottle.
The crow can't find bottle. He can't get to the bottom to get a drink. He starts to realize that if he drops stones one at a time into the bottle, it lifts the water up to the top, and eventually he can get the drink. This is the first stone in what could be many, many stones. But we have to take that first step. You can't grab a handful of stones and try to shove them into the bottle. It's not going to work.
Yeah, because they were pebbles, not stones, because stones are pretty big and they won't fit in a bottle, but they were pebbles.
Pain semantics, shut up.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I mean,
It's a story. I like the
Amelia-
story. It was
Doors
just a story
like the
when,
rocks.
from when I was
mean, it makes
little.
sense.
Amelia just looks so lost.
If we try to do it all at once, Amelia, we'll lose everything. If we can do a little at a time, a little bit of good at a time, a little bit, it's still good.
If we actually end up doing good and we don't give
In-
we don't give
So information,
them more.
right, but it's as good as the person who has it. We have it first. We give it to him and he fucks up, we deal with him later. We have to focus on the mission, like Dentra's been saying since we got here. Mind on the mission, one step at a time, one fucking pebble at a time.
Oh, and that reminds me because I got distracted. We're either doing like Lyra's plan now or Amelia, what do you got? I mean, what's option number D?
We go in carefully. We find out if she's actually alive, and we ask what she would rather have happen.
Between what options? Because she is alive.
So he says.
Okay, well, I'm pretty like 90% sure that he didn't lie about selling us a dead body. So she is like probably most likely alive, so let's just go with that. So if we get to her and we say, "Hi, how you doing?" You know, I mean, it sucks you're slavery. What's your two options that you're giving her? Like we kneecap everybody or we sneak her out of the cage, or I mean, what are we doing, Amelia, here?
We could also see if she heard anything, if she's seen any signs in the stars, if she knows, if she's been here for a while, maybe she knows what these slavers, what they're planning.
They're
Maybe With-
That's a lot of conversation for trying to sneak into a slavers camp, trying
With
to figure out the whole
wargs.
theological, situation
Um,
of the slavers.
if Lyra's got all of her magic message though, if we can see her, we can talk through it.
That's 25 words and leaves and uses Lyra's magic that
I
she
think just-
cannot get back until the next day.
Devil's
Yeah.
advocate here.
Oh,
Uh,
here we go again.
Amelia winces.
As everybody glances up at the looming spire in the center of the city.
Not you. Shut up.
If we wanted to do that, if I knew for sure where she was, as long as the walls aren't too thick, I could talk to her pretty much nonstop. That being said, if we get caught, we'd probably be executed on the spot there as well. Or
Oh, hey.
enslaved. Also not part of my plan.
Didn't you have like
Likely
a
enslaved.
locate something or another, Amelia? Like we're close to the slave quarters. She's there. Can you like locate her now, or something? Or you were talking about it? I didn't follow that conversation very good.
I thought you said something about within a mile. Yeah.
I don't think I could. She just closes her eyes for a moment. She touches like her holy symbol. Not a mile. A 1,000 feet. But I have a question that I'm going to message the DM because I don't want to say it if Amelia wouldn't put one and one together. Okay, message sent.
That is a good question. Your passive insight is actually much higher than your passive perception, so I'll give that to you. You would have taken note of that. Good question, actually.
And, my thought was that I could maybe try and find her, like follow, use her holy symbol as kind of my guiding star in that. He's not trying to sell her as a priestess.
Correct.
Yep.
He's trying to sell her as someone who can read the
Wait.
stars for ships.
Navigator.
That feels that feels important.
Yes,
I
it
don't
is.
know,
It's a port city.
not that Canis, and she fully just no. I don't know. Does he know? Would
Yeah,
that
he said she was part of. He called you out on it directly.
Mhm.
knowing the stars and walking? I have worn this for a long time. I was not a part of the church.
Why does it
Um,
matter if he knows? What difference does it make?
I don't know if it would make her. She is Priestess Alara. She is bound to the church. Either I don't know if that's the cost side of things might be something with that, but also, oh, I hate even thinking about it. He's trying to sell someone who's already claimed by another.
He's selling people. I don't think he
People.
cares about rules.
He's re-slaving?
That is painfully accurate.
If you
Something
had
like that.
a clergy member for sale. Would you not just advertise that?
I genuinely don't think he cares.
It's probably
think-
more. I'm sorry to say it like this, but it's probably more profitable to sell, a starfinder than it is a clergy.
This one can help you, can follow the stars, help you find your path, and if someone on your someone in your crew gets hurt, they can also save you from the brink of death.
We could tell him, but it might just boost the cost up to 1,000.
Yeah. Where are you
Probably
going
all
with
that's gonna
this
happen.
anyway?
How would he not know?
Why would it matter?
Boy, we're going down some sort of crazy rabbit hole here. I'm
It-
still
Could you
waiting
help us?
for Plan D.
It
Could you help
feels
us out here, Amelia?
it feels unusual that he wouldn't know. That wouldn't be something to mention, good or bad, from his side of things.
That's very precocious of you, Amelia. Now, wait, and let me break it down for you. So, we've got options, okay? And we're standing here bibble babbling, and I've lost track of the conversation 10 times already, waiting for the plan. We can go do a thing to trade for your friend, which I think is probably the better idea. So that's one. We can go kneecap them. That's two. Or I don't even think going to talk to her will solve anything. So do you have option 3? Give me option 3 real quick.
Dench wanted to go be pirates in the morning.
No, that was me wanting to be pirates, but that I was just kidding about
Oh
that.
no,
really.
I'm actually a little bit agreeing.
Oh,
you
with the
this
ship
but we're
attack,
saying
I had written
yeah,
that one off.
We attacked hot ship on ship action.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, that's probably a terrible idea, and we probably all die in a
Okay,
small,
yeah.
fireball.
Or the ship gets blown out of the sky. We have to remember that we've got this
all
Okay.
that.
new.
So that one's
Last-
not an option,
last-
right? We're
last
back to
ditch
2,
effort, yeah.
right? We're back to 2. Trade or go kneecap them. We got to
Not
break
an
it down. We got
option.
it's simple. It's not an option.
I'm not doing Plan B.
We're not kneecapping them. Okay,
Oh.
Amelia. 3. I already lost my middle finger.
I still have.
What's plan 3?
Break her out? Sneak her out?
I like that idea, but that might involve kneecapping, and they don't like that idea. Sneaking out, we're pretty good not at sneaking.
We are terrible at sneaking.
Canis is
Awful.
good at it, but so
Well, my recent history hasn't been that great.
Okay.
so I think we're down to one option, if I'm not mistaken. If I was paying attention, because I did forget about option piracy, but
Option P.
Logic.
Couldn't we just go and ask? I know that here, that whole slavery is probably actually legal here. Probably we
legal.
don't.
it is.
It's
It
legal
is.
100%.
It's accepted.
No, it's legal. They have different laws here than ours, and you
Then
have to.
It is.
Why don't we go and
It is
find
legal
out?
and accepted.
Then why don't we ask in your laws if someone has been captured as a slave? That's what are our options? If you keep saying that we need to work within their laws, why don't we just ask and see what we can do within their laws?
You know what? I bet that's in the ledger.
I think that you just want to look at forbidden devil knowledge.
You're absolutely right, because it will free your friend.
What do they call people that know the laws? The liars, lawyer.
Yeah, liars.
Yeah, liars. Anyway,
No,
I
it's
don't-
layers.
where-
Don't call them liars.
oh, where would we find one of them, and then how much would we have to pay them
We
So-
could
Ah.
start by asking maybe like that.
Can we go to the Shady Inn and get dinner?
We
What time
we
is
don't have a lot of time.
That's
Okay,
a good
then
question.
let's go to the thing and steal the thing.
Why don't you just give me a survival check just to read the where the sun's at right now, since you guys have been kind of inner massive city
Fucking
traveling.
stupid buildings.
Yeah, there are a lot of buildings here, and the tower is throwing the shadows off. The shadows are creeping in like 2 or 3 different directions sometimes. It's tough to say, but what I will give you is that you guys got here at 4:30 p.m. Well, we started the session at 4:30 p.m., so do with that what you will.
We've been talking for it's. I mean, it's got to be getting late, right?
We are running out of time. So, Amelia, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go to the Tiefling district. We're gonna talk to our friend. We're gonna figure this shit out. He starts walking.
You have a friend in the Tiefling
We
district.
have a contact.
Oh
we have a
my
contact.
God, Amelia. Oh my God, Amelia.
The semantics bullshit tonight
This
is
is-
driving me crazy.
This is for your friend. We are helping
If
your
you
friend.
had a contact here, why did we not start with your contact?
We tried. You wouldn't listen.
You have
wouldn't
had a
even
contact this entire time?
No, we got it
Yes.
from this mission.
Oh, you have a slaver's contact. That's completely different.
All right, it's this way. Lyra's gonna
I am
start
walking out of. I am walking out of the alley. I'm already like 50 feet away.
Come on, Amelia, this is gonna be fun. And Payne will kind of hook her arm, kind of like a
It's either
square
that or you
dancing,
actually
not
go
quite
to
a
the ship and we deal
do-si-do,
with it.
but going with it.
Won't. No, you will all get yourselves killed.
Not by talking to.
It's not like your plan was better.
Well,
Amelia,
I mean, both
Lyra, what was
options
what was
were
our guy's
life-threatening.
What was our guy's name again? Was it Sarzak Cinders?
Sarzak Vane.
Sarzak Vane. Where did I get Cinders?
He has smells like cinders, but he dresses well, and he's a little cuckoo.
Sounds like a friendly person.
I think I'm gonna get along with him very well.
No, he doesn't.
His house was
Venus.
his house was the second from the left on the southern side of the main strip.
Okay, so you guys begin to head towards the Tiefling district. Amelia, how are you doing? Is there anything I can do for you in this facilitation of travel?
She is. She will not keep her arm in Payne's arm. She can just lift her elbow a little bit if she needs to, and that problem solves itself. She's tall enough for that. No, she's going to follow. But she's definitely moving angry. And at the moment, she's sort of cooperating. However, if she were to see something on the way, she's this close at the moment from not behaving.
Okay. Why don't you, Amelia, as you guys travel, because the city, again, the city is very dense and it's very vast. What I will also give you is that, and just bear with me while I jump into my big map. You do not pass any individual quarters between here and the Tiefling district. About half of the distance is additional slave quarters, and the remaining half slowly bleeds into Tiefling quarters, or into the Tiefling district. There are ships on the horizon to the north, if you guys kind of like jut in and out of the very, very tightly wound kind of, this is very kind of like old school, like 9th century Arabian, sandstone and wood ramshackle housing districts where everything is just on top of itself near an inlet or a body of water, lake, ocean, sea, whatever it happens to be. So the corridors are very tight, but there's not really anything that you see per se, but go ahead and give me that perception check. Just so that we can kind of just determine if there is any particular thing you may or may not see.
For everybody?
Nope, that was just for Amelia, because she was kind of heightened and looking for trouble, essentially.
She does the thing that's directly in front of her, and none of this is good.
Payne is going to be telling her about all of the stonework to keep her, like, trying to distract her, but just talking to her about all of the stonework stuff.
Okay, so she's already rolled, so I'm not going to give her the disadvantage. But Kane is go ahead. If you have
Canis,
something.
knowing that Amelia is doing her is not doing great, very obviously, is going to keep an eye on her, just in case she does something.
In case she steps off. Got it. Okay, so it's kind of like a contingency action. Okay, so Amelia, even through watching, the people here just go about their business. You guys do see slaves. You do see a handful of slavers, people who are in chains, and people who are being led by not just orcs, by the way, but Yonti, which are snake people, hybrid snake people, tieflings. You see humans leading humans. You see halflings leading dwarves. But they're far and few between as far as what you would have expected for going through the slave quarters. As you start to bleed into the tiefling district, it becomes a little bit more upscale. The buildings are a little bit more put together, a little bit more stand out-ish, I guess. And you start to see banners with sigils outside every single house. Some of them duplicate. And they duplicate because you realize that you're looking at family housing. These are clans, or guilds, or sigils that represent something that these people or these entities or these houses have in common. And it's very quiet in the Tiefling district. This is the quietest district you've been in so far. There are a couple people milling about here and there. City guards, just like there was in the slave quarters and just out like it was out in the open near the Spire of the Pact Makers. But as you get into the Tiefling district, you realize it is a little bit more upscale here. A little bit more high class. However, you do not notice anything that would, in my opinion, particularly trigger you to snap and start bleeding people on the street. Unless you want to get fucking crazy, in which case let's dance.
No. She is not she. And
Damn it! Sorry. You're right, though.
No, she, at that point, especially moving into the quieter area, it'll be a little bit more, of the shift towards none of this is right, but I am not going to let them get themselves killed. And I'm going to try and keep an eye on the line wherever the line is. So she will be quiet. She's not. It started with probably the occasional limestone, yeah. That stops. And she is just walking in silence.
Limestone's so boring. It's very porous, very easy to chisel, lots of dust.
And there is no silence because Pain is just like blah 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 stonework.
Would Pain notice, would it be noticeable to Pain or people who are a little bit more perceptive of things that Amelia is kind of distracted by that? Amelia, I'll let you answer. All things considered, obviously there's a lot going on, so.
No, it's not having quite the desired effect, but she is going along with, and she's not drawn her sword, so maybe it's a win.
Hey, we'll take what we can get.
Call it a win.
Okay, so you guys arrive in the main street, the first actual true road in the Tiefling district. Where and what and who and how and why do you go?
Lyra would get to the door that she's standing in front of right now, remembering what that guy had said. Okay, he said
Isn't that on the right?
his house is the second from the left on the southern side. So if this is south, then it should be on this side, second from the left.
I wish I had numbers or something.
Second on the left on the south side, which would make it the third door
Sorry,
down.
the second building, not the second door.
Second building.
Second
Are you-
building.
Oh,
Are
well,
you
that
looking
makes
for a
sense.
specific house house banner or something?
Didn't get
First thing
that.
she's probably said since leaving these slave quarters.
No, but I imagine that he probably wouldn't want to advertise things. But he did say, as long as this direction is south that I'm facing, then this should be the right building.
Can I look up and try and see if I can tell if this is south?
Look up into the sky. Yeah. Give me a survival check. And do the survival check. Yeah, just do it normal, because there's a lot of shit going on, including the giant spire, which is throwing things off. And it's not dark.
Well, which is fine. Just where's the sun?
Yeah.
Bam.
Oh, well, I'll take a fucking nat 20. You were looking for what direction is south, correct? Yeah,
Yep.
So directly where Lyra is facing is south. Like, true south. And you only find it because you look north first, and then you spin around 360 and you go, holy shit, this is which is very rare, by the way, in a lot of cities. This is a true east-west, north-south running street.
Amelia pauses. South. She looks up. Sun's. That's actually perfectly south.
Perfect.
I kind of feel like Payne would have something to say about stonework and city design and layouts of things being perfectly in line with the compass, but
Sure.
I don't have anything in particular.
Oh, you were just...
I'm just like, I think he would say something. I think like of course, yes, because it's a city, and you lay out your city so that things are east and west and north and south and perfect.
Yeah.
Because why wouldn't they be?
Exactly, and it's crazy to you guys because you're like all of you consider like, but he comes from underground, so what the fuck do you need direction for? And then it's like, oh, so this must be legit then.
We just kind of, ours were more of from the river to like the main to the fields, but that makes sense.
We didn't really have to worry about that so much.
Well, you know, maybe we're just
I
advanced.
think Tensor would like the how precise this is.
Her eyes squint and she goes, don't try to butter me up with Tensor. I'm still mad at you. But I like the reference. All right, should we knock on the door?
Better than barging in.
I'd give her a day.
Yeah, let's knock.
Dent, are you okay with me knocking, or would you rather?
I'll allow it.
Who is this person?
She wheezes.
Fuck if I
okay.
know.
I don't know, but he smells like cinders. That's all I remember.
You
Him
don't
sounds
even
like-
touch the door, Lyra. As your hand goes to touch it, the door swings open, and standing in front of you is a very light, muddy brown-skinned tiefling woman with dirty brown hair pulled back into a ponytail, and she has very strange horns. Her horns come up kind of like a ram, but they curve in additional time. And
That's not good.
Why is this happening?
Hang on a second. We may have some nasty storms rolling through. Can you check Weather
Yeah.
Channel? I don't have any of that pulled up. We were supposed to get storms today, but it was supposed to be like 4 hours ago.
We're getting a
Oh,
storm
it's
right now, but I
it's
was-
storms. We just heard, literally, we were just sitting here, I was like, huh, we might be getting storms, and then literally in the distance, we just heard like literally the whole, oh yeah, we're getting a fucking, god damn it, of course we are. Of course it would push off until 8:34. Alright, we're gonna try to go, let's go, go. Okay.
Like the earthquake, remember that?
Okay, so back to what I was saying about this woman's horns. They are pale. They are not black or tan or purple or anything fancy like that. They're like bone colored, like bleached bone. And she looks down at you, and she's dressed kind of, I wouldn't say necessarily like matronly, but she's dressed very housekeeper-esque. And as she swings the door open, she goes, Master Zarzak's been expecting you. Is your entire group here?
Oh, yes, ma'am, I believe so.
Yeah,
Someone
we-
snuck off.
We're we're all here.
She kind of like takes a half peek out the door. Please enter and find your seats. And she steps aside.
Are they assigned or just?
She does not answer you.
There are names on these seats.
So as you guys come in, there are not names on the seats. As you guys come in, there is an individual sitting in the corner. This individual would be standing, just based on the height that he's sitting, probably about 6'2", just shy of 200 pounds, kind of beefy, kind of strong looking. A male tiefling. He has dark crimson skin. He has curling obsidian horns that sweep backwards and then come down into a second sweep out to a point. He has gold-flecked eyes that seem almost molten in the lantern light in the room. And he wears layered black silks beneath a long weatherproof coat reinforced with what looks like chainmail underneath. He has numerous rings that decorate each of his fingers and a small white pendant that he is wearing around his neck. And here is Zarzek Vane.
Hello. Does that pendant stand out as anything recognizable?
Make an Arcana check or a History check. Your choice. Possibly different answers.
I get advantage if I do history because I'm trying to. Well, I guess that it's if I'm doing it for Arcana purposes. So I guess I'll leave that to you.
Make an Arcana check. Flat Arcana check. You're just looking for something that's special. It could be, but it looks more decorative to you. The lack of runes, insignia, and glow to it make it seem pretty basic.
Okay.
So you guys come in. Oh, sorry. Did somebody else have something? Yes, Lucy.
Yeah, so just before we come in and walk inside, Canis will kind of whisper to Amelia, look, if we go inside and you need to, like, leave, just pet me twice or something. I don't know. And we can walk out. But this is going to have to happen to save your friend.
Pet you twice and keep my mouth shut.
Exactly.
I can do that.
All right.
Once we're inside, though, Amelia's who shut the door as she was going in. Canis, where would you like to sit? And she's gonna look back towards the woman. Were you going
It's gonna be loud.
join us as well?
Sorry, we're getting a lot of crazy lightning strikes that are hitting trees out here, and I'm just warning you before it gets crazy.
Ooh, yeah, I can hear it now.
Yeah, it's fucking. I saw the flash, and there was kind of like a shudder in the ground before the thunder hit. We live on the top, by the way, of a mountain. We live on Oak Mountain in the town of Carrollton, and the lightning out here is fucking. I mean, it just explodes trees. It's like the druids going wild. Amelia, I'm sorry. What did you have for me?
No,
you had asked her.
Yeah, she'd asked Canis where he wanted to sit and asked her if she was joining because she's looking at the number of chairs.
She looks down and she just shakes her head at you, and then she kind of backs into the corner.
Wherever I'm a jackal.
That's the first time I've heard you not have an opinion, she says, semi-quietly. As quietly as she does. And then she'll sit.
Okay, so you guys take a seat. Okay. So as you sit down, this individual who's kind of sitting here looking at you does indeed smell like cinders. Like he smells like a smoldering campfire as you sit down. But there's a musk to it. Something that kind of rings of sweat, masculinity, and the upper class all at the same time. It's odd. He,
Salts the nostrils.
yeah, it's pretty intense. He pulls his hand from his face, though, and he points out to you and kind of just runs his fingers along the group and then stops on Amelia. So, I am assuming that you are the group who Krivak had sent me some sort of magical wordplay about. Is this accurate? You are the 5. I only ask because there is somebody who's possibly a starfinder of some sort, and a jackal. Do you speak, boy? And he looks at Canis.
Lyra's stifling a laugh.
The urge to mess with you is strong, but yes, I can tell.
Oh. My apologies. I should have probably refrained that question. Typically, speak is for the dogs. Familiars, I should have used the verbiage talk. I apologize. Common is not my first language, so if I misspeak and it offends you, please just maybe tap your head or put your hand up or something, and I will try to rephrase what I am saying.
That's very
It's fine.
considerate.
Out
Thank
of-
you.
Out of curiosity, what is your first language?
Infernal. And yours?
Gnomish and Common, but I speak many. Unfortunately, Infernal is not one of them.
Gnomish? The fuck would you need to know Gnomish about? Well, no, obviously. He stops. Puts a finger up and kind of points between the two of you. Ah. The connecting piece. He's familiar to you. Or somebody of your bloodline, yes?
Yeah, both.
Oh. Both. You are a hand-me-down. Good for you, hand-me-down. Alright, sit. And he glances at Dench. What are you here for?
We were told that you have information for us.
I perhaps have some information. Are you obviously willing to take the job then? Because I cannot just simply give you the information for free. It is, well, I can give it to you for free because of my contact, who is also your mutual contact. But I have been instructed that unless you accept and are 100% on board, I am not to say a fucking word. His words, not mine. I tend not to cuss as much as Krivak.
That sounds like him. Yes, we are willing to take the job. Sidelong glance at Amelia.
He kind of looks at Amelia as well.
Is keeping her mouth shut at the moment.
Okay. Excellent. Yes. I have a way into the Spire of the Pact Makers. It is through a set of old service tunnels that existed before the fall of Ankmir. I can get you in there, and I can give you directions to get to a specific door, which will not be anything particularly fancy, but it will be something that can get you in. I also have a key that will be needed in order to access the door to open it. Because obviously if there was just some random fucking door down there that, gave access to any of the bums who entered it through the service tunnels, then people would be flooding that place all the time. So they have put a lot of magical wards on it. I could not personally enter it myself if I wanted to. Neither could Krivak or... gods. Honestly, most of the people that I am in contact with regularly. So...
I understand, because we're outsiders is why we're able to pass through the ward.
Yeah, he kind of looks all of you up and down again, and he says, it's more than that, though. You're not just outsiders. You are outsiders who also happen to have absolutely no draconic blood, no fiendish blood. I don't see maybe her, and he points at Amelia, celestial blood, but that's kind of a toss of the dice because her skin doesn't do all of the celestial things. There's so many things about you that are, like, perfect for that door because... you don't belong here. Yes, you have your hand raised.
I have a question.
Oh, that is not why I asked you to raise your hand. If is it a language thing? A reclarification?
I'm not offended yet.
Oh.
My question though, so if it's not being draconic, fiendish, or celestial, not being in the city, not and all of that. Has anyone ever tried to use a slave? Because they come from all over, right? So has anyone ever tried to send
Wait,
in
whoa, 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 back up. Did you say there was somebody who needed to use a slave?
Has anyone tried to?
To what?
I'm to have a slave go through these tunnels and go into.
Why would they do that? Slaves are objects to be sold for profit. They are not for utilization of trusted information.
I see. It's the trust issue. My curiosity was why you hadn't. That makes sense. It's terrible, but it makes sense.
No, it's okay. I just want to make sure we understand what the definition of a slave is. They're property. They're objects for whatever. Okay.
Painful, yes.
Yes. So I'm glad that answers your questions.
Janus gets a singular head pat.
With the information about how to get in, is there a map that you made?
There is not the map, but I have very specific directions once I get you to the place you need to be. So.
Oh, you're going to take us there?
I will take you to the entrance. Yes, I'll take you to the service tunnels, because if I just say, hey, follow this alley down this one way and take a left, bingo. Especially in this city. Very big, very lots of people. If you... I will take you to the entrance, okay? And then I will give you the key. And I will tell you this, though, okay? Because there is a couple of things that are very specific. Right. So, regarding the key has an enchantment on it that will be burnt if you activate it within the door. When that happens, because of the complexity... Oh my goodness, I think I used that word right. He looks at all your hands. I did it right. Okay, I understood. Right. Okay, complexity, great. Because of the complexity of the enchantment on the door, it will take about 30 seconds for the key's energy to break through the wards. So just be warned, it takes a little bit of time, okay? More than that, if I give you the key and I give you the directions, which will be very specific and you must follow to a T. I am not making anything off of this from Krivak, so I will require 50 gold pieces as a down payment from you. But there is something that I also seek down there in the Infernal Archives. That if you would be willing to pick up and put in your pocket for me and bring back, maybe I could pad your pockets just a little bit. No pressure. It's okay if you're not interested, but if you're gonna be down there anyways, I could give you the information. Discuss. And he pulls a small...
I can promise pulling that artifact out, but I suppose we can do what we can.
He pulls out...
Or is that contingent on this?
As you're like saying this, he pulls out a small like cigarette case. He pops it open. He pulls a small cigarette out, pops it in his mouth. He snaps his fingers and whispers something, and as he does so, flames ignite from his fingernail. He lights the cigarette. No, it is not contingent. But it is an offer. Would you like to hear the full offer?
Let's hear it.
All right, here we go then. So the full offer is this. There is a quill somewhere down in that archive. It is made from the feather of a phoenix. It is blood red in nature, but it has been embedded with black gems. I want it. I want the quill. I don't need the ink pot. I could give 2 cares about that. But I want the quill.
saying the same thing. Yeah, what to do.
And what is the ink?
To be totally honest with you, I have no idea. I think the ink is just the ink. As far as the quill is concerned, mind your own fucking business. I know I said I don't cuss, but it's something that kind of touches home.
Okay, will it hurt me if I pick it up?
No. It should not hurt you in any way, shape, or form. It would not.
Cursed or anything?
No, goodness, I would not ever ask anybody to take a cursed object for me. No, it has no curses on it. It has no way to harm you. It is simply a writing instrument with a little bit. It was made in the outer planes, outside of this realm of existence. It's obviously it is made from a phoenix feather. Phoenixes do not exist on the prime material. So, you bring that back for me, and I'll pay you. Kind of glances you guys over again. 400 gold pieces. Minus the 50 you owe me, which we'll call a forward, 350. And that is for the information, the key, you bring me the quill, and we're even Steven. 350 in your pocket. What do you say? He takes a long drag, an unnaturally long drag, like this thing goes down a couple centimeters.
Well, I have one question about an exit. Does that key need to be used again in order to get out?
What is your name?
Dench, sir.
Can I be completely honest with you, Mr. Dench?
Gods, I would love it.
I have absolutely no fucking idea how to get out of the place.
Yeah, I was too.
However, the archives, as far as the Spire of the Pact Maker is concerned, is the least protected of all of the levels of the Spire itself. And that I can guarantee.
The only
However, there are certain trials and tribulations that are incorporated into the archives that may test or challenge certain aspects of your existence. Does that make any
Trials?
sense?
Trials and what?
Puzzles.
Difficulties. Trials and challenges.
He sees the hand go up from Amelia, and he kind of stops and he goes, puzzles or questions or happenings, and he's kind of like watching her reaction.
That we're going to need to solve?
Not necessarily each individual, and he kind of like does this big arm movement, but as a collective, everybody involved, to take care of those who may be more focused in the martial prowess. And he kind of winks at Amelia.
There's such an obvious, like, she's just piecing together what he's saying and not even the wink, just oblivious to it.
Okay, so
Kane is clearly resisted the urge to say something, because he desperately wants to say that he called her stupid.
So we have a way in, trials and tribulations, and I suppose the expectation is we can just pretend like we're lost tourists to get out? Or are you saying that it's not as big of a deal because it's not guarded?
Well, to be completely honest with you, it should not be that big of a deal, because it is not all that guarded. As far as I am aware, once you open the way stays open, because the magic has already been infused into it. The problem is, for many, many decades, since I have gotten my hand on this key, and honestly a few times Krivak has hammered me to get or find somebody smart enough to get into it, it's just never happened. We don't get outsiders here in the ruins of Ankmir. In the thriving days some 55 plus years ago. We got many outsiders when the city was bright and the city was jubilant. He kind of looks at Amelia when he says jubilant.
She just kind of does a little bit of a just go on kind of gesture.
Ah, thank goodness. But we have not found anybody capable of even utilizing the entrance, regardless of what our needs or wants were from it. And not as much changed from the spire, because if things are not broken, do not fix them, is the way of most governments. And you, he points at Lyra, then Amelia, then Payne, then Canis, then Dench. None of you meet, fit, or envelop the description, he holds the key up, warded into this enchantment that will break that damn seal and get in. So Krivek has seen something very special in you.
Well, I don't want you to tell me to fuck off again, so I won't ask where you got the key, but was it a source that you believe is telling the truth about what it does?
100%.
And we have a way in from someone who can't get in, and probably nobody is guarding it. And where did that information come from? That where did the information about the archives not being that important come from?
I'm not going to share my secrets.
You don't have to tell me who it is, but again, reputable source, someone who could have actually been in there.
Listen. The only source that would send you to me is the most reputable source in his district, and that is Krivak Embermaw. He trusts me implicitly. Glances at Amelia. Looks back at you guys. Implicitly. Thank you. Implicitly. Thank you. He trusts me. With everything. Because of what I have brought him over the years. My contacts do not make it far if they are incorrect. And he kind of leans down towards you and he cracks his knuckles. Do you understand what I'm saying? I've buried family members in the city for not doing their job the way it must be done in order to survive.
Lyra, I think we're going to need to stop asking questions.
Yeah, I might agree.
I have one, but not about sources.
He still stares at Lyra because she looks horrified.
Yeah, I'm gonna insight check him
Oh,
real quick.
okay, and what would you like to insight?
I want to see if he's just trying to scare me or if he truly, like, is he putting on a face or has he truly done the things he's saying?
Understood. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, make an insight check. That's a good question. He seems dead serious. 100%. And the scary thing about that is not only does it show you that he is potentially a very scary individual, but he is willing to do everything for his reputation and his sources.
That was my follow-up question.
And that's no.
He
With
wasn't
the 21, I'll get.
threatening me.
No, he wasn't threatening you. He was telling you that he is willing to kill and bury his family members because they wanted in and couldn't fucking cut it.
So that's
And
what I
he
got.
only deals the most delicious dish.
That's what I got with my Lyra brain on, but then Payne was like, we should stop asking questions. I was like, oh, was he being threatening to me? Because I did not. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'll let you do with what you want to do with that, but with a
Yes.
21, you absolutely pick up.
So
He's the real deal.
she'd keep her eye, like, she'd maintain eye contact with him. And then when Amelia talks, she would just keep looking, and then you could see that her eyes would start to water, and then she'd be like, okay, you.
I had put my finger up to somebody who was Amelia. Did you have something
Amelia
else?
had done the I have a question, but it's not about sources.
Oh,
and then
yeah,
she
please,
kinda
please,
waited.
please, please. He looks at you and says, now that we've resolved that, yes.
She kind of side eyes Lyra for a moment. This might be I don't know which one of you. The wards, the magic wall things. You said celestial blood couldn't go past that. Is that just celestial blood, or what do wards keep out?
The wards keep out the things that are intended to be kept out. He kind of like squints, and he reaches his hand up, and you see his fingernail draw this weird kind of like bloody sigil in the air, but it only lasts for a second before it, and you see his eyes glow, only for about 3 seconds, and then they go back to normal. You may call yourself whatever you want, but you are not of celestial blood, so you need not worry.
Oh, I know that. That's not really what I was
He glances
worried
down at your holy
about.
symbol again. It's not. Oh
You
shit.
said he glanced at me.
No, glances down at Amelia's holy
yes.
symbol. Yeah, you don't have a holy symbol on, do you?
No, I thought you said you glanced
Oh.
at Lyra.
I
May
think
have.
he's trying to say it doesn't stop worship.
But what's the deal, Amelia? What are you trying to ask?
That I just it's one thing to not let people through, it's another to not let anything celestial through.
What do you have that's celestial that you worry about and not going through? Because I can take a peek at it. I have an incantation, as you just saw.
She just nothing. I'm overthinking it, probably.
Probably.
And she's absolutely she's back to just the nervous fiddling.
Okay, so
Understood.
we have to do this sooner than later.
From what I understand, you only have about 12 hours to get this taken care of. Is that correct?
That's about right.
I knew we should have got dinner when we were at the inn. Though he was overcharging us. By the way, Lyra, he was going to overcharge us. Just so you know.
Kaelis Drift would never overcharge friends of Krivak. Oh.
Oh, we weren't friends at that point. I don't-
Even more interesting. Then he probably overcharged you.
Anyway, we have places to be, right? Things to do. 12 hours and no dinner. So, the sooner we get this done, the sooner I can get 12 hours. A very late breakfast.
Are you
Get
hungry?
you fed, buddy.
I
He's always
can,
hungry.
if you're hungry right now, I have some leftovers from my supper. It is not much, but are you truly starving, Mr.
No.
Dwarf
Do
friend?
you see me? I'm not starving, but I mean, I'm not going to pass up the opportunity to eat.
You're looking a little gaunt. I have.
Shitty.
He turns around and he kind of off of a shelf. There's a small plate, and he takes the plate and he pulls off 4 skewers that have like little teeny tiny like fish on them that look maybe like fried. It's kind of hard to tell. They're kind of tough looking. But he hands them over and he says, "I have 4 fried smelt skewers. Have you ever had smelt before? Little teeny tiny smelt? You have to eat like 50 of them to be satiated, but I have like 15 here if you're hungry."
I'm gonna pass because once I have like one, then I'm gonna be like, I can't just have one, and I'm gonna eat all of your smelt, and then after
No.
15,
This
it's
was
gonna be like,
leftovers. If you need
Amelia,
the...
am I losing weight?
No,
No.
No, he's looking a little gaunt in the cheeks.
Eat the
I've
smelt
not
so you're
seen him
cranky.
before,
We
but
just better go, I think.
He
I
gets
mean,
hangry. No, why not eat the smelt? I have another question, but it's not about sources.
Okay, I'll eat the smelt while you ask your question. Be careful with your questions.
now be
I'm
careful with
trying.
the smelt. Sometimes they have little bones in their
Oh,
noses.
little
Be careful
bones.
with the
Okay,
smelt.
got it.
So, ugh.
The fuck just
So we
happened?
had trials and tribulations, which sparked a thought. Well, are there wards on the spire that prevent any kind of magic usage, whether it be arcane or from a religious sort?
No, that would be impossible for that spire to even function because it
That's what I
exists on what I believe is an infernal pact.
Okay, I wanted to make sure because if we're doing trials and tribulations, sometimes they're like, "And do it without your powers." Haha. I don't like those.
Well, that
ones.
might be the case. I don't know. I've never been inside where I'm leading you. I've never been inside of. I've gone into the first floor. Reception is very nice, but my contacts that have led me to the archives. They refer to it, by the way, as the Infernal Archives. I think it's more or less a spooky name. I don't think that it is... He stops. He looks at Payne chomping the smelt. I'm sorry, what were we talking about?
If
Infernal Archives.
Infernal
and
Archives.
Magic and.
Yes, I have not been led to believe that there is any sort of anti-magic within this Infernal Archive.
okay, that's good news.
But I cannot confirm or deny.
Right.
All I know is that I have a key and directions to the entrance, and a request for you to grab me the Phoenix feather quill with the black gems attached to it that should be near the Infernal Ledger, if you find it.
Right.
350 gold. You owe me 50, which I will not charge you for now, but if you tell me you're going to bring it back, I will either expect you to pay me 50 gold pieces before you leave the city, or I will give you 350 for the quill. Are we understood there?
I think so.
believe so.
That's good.
Is-
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt earlier, but when he's giving like Payne the smelt, especially with him now just like looking at Payne and then getting distracted. I don't know if it's because Payne eats like horror or not, but horror. There's an extra OR there.
You eat
but
like
I
a
wanna,
whore. Sorry.
I want to
Will that
insight.
just eat the whole kebab without like teeth?
Hey, I eat my kebabs like a gentleman, sir.
I
On
doubt
the
it.
side, not straight on the skewer.
Anyway, I wanted to like insight check him to see if there's like anything fishy with how he's like reacting, or like
Yeah, this
any
dude's
ill intentions.
this dude's fucking butt chugging smelt. Of course it's fishy. Okay, so you wanted to insight check, you said, to see if there was
Yeah, to see if
anything
he has,
just
like, any
suspicious about
weird
him.
intentions. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and give me just an insight check then.
And for the record, Payne is not a sloppy eater. He's fairly civilized.
I was hoping you were going to say
Yeah.
he's not butt chugging smelt. That is not what you said.
He does
Yeah.
not butt chug anything.
No, he does not. It's like, well, you
I'm
missed
sorry,
me.
but apparently Payne must be eating really horrifically because I can't see shit.
Yeah, he caught you off guard with the butt chug, and as you look over, you just nothing rings particular. Lucy.
All right. Well, in that case, I think we should. Oh, what, Amelia?
This quill. It's one of a kind. Here.
Well, in the city, I suppose it's one of a kind. I'm not entirely sure about the greater cosmos, as there are
Whose
many
quill is
places.
it?
Oh shit, if I know. I just know of its existence, and I want it for my collection. kind of points around the room, and as you guys look up, you do see there are some like unique items. There's like candles that float by themselves. There's like books that open and flip by themselves. There's bookshelves that float. There are like the bed, which is over here, is actually hovering off the ground like 3 inches and has like this weird kind of green ghostly aura under it. You know.
Would it be accurate to say that it's been in the archive for a really long time, and if anybody actually wanted it or owned it, they wouldn't leave it there?
That's a probably sound. You should listen to this guy. That's
It has
100% sound. If it was just lying there, somebody would have taken it for themselves at this
And
point.
if it was needed, it would be getting used, right?
100%. It is just wasting its beautiful phoenix feather life with small onyx gem encrustments. Nothing to worry about as far as that's concerned.
Canis, did you want to go outside? And she then, after saying it out loud, just pets him a couple of times.
Yeah, I think we should get some air. Is it all right if me and her go?
Yeah, see yourselves out. I will deal with the 3 that do business.
Probably
You
for
see-
the best.
Yeah, you see the lady who was in the corner. She steps out and she steps up and she opens the door and then she steps back and she just kind of
Come on,
Amelia's-
waits.
Amelia.
Yep, going to turn to go, but then she's gonna pause at the door, look to the woman and just quietly, not whispering, just quietly, just thank you. And then going to-
You see, like, immediately she looks you dead in the eyes and she nods.
and she'll give a little, kind of forced, but still Amelia, half smile, and then step outside.
Immediately behind you guys, the door closes. As you go to close the door yourself, it just poof, shuts kind of against your force. Alright, well, now that we're not without those 2 bumpkins, did I get, seasick but on the ground or something? Or is there... She's got some moral implications
That's-
that
yeah.
kind of fuck with her head a little bit.
Yeah, and there's a
It's a
yeah,
little
there's
bit.
just this is a lot. This whole everything.
What is a lot? I don't understand.
It's just
I
we
don't
live
I don't
different-
need to understand.
The
Very
short of
different
it-
cultures, sir.
Yes, we live a different life. That's all.
Understood. Understood. Well, look, I'm not trying to, and truly, I am not trying to force anybody to do anything. I've been
Yeah.
giving very reasonable information from Krivak about a group of people who have very consistent and persistent and capable features about them, who need a thing from him, and in turn, need me to do a thing for them. And in turn, if you do a thing for me, I will throw a couple of extra coins your way, like 350 or so. Do with it what you will. He holds the key up again. Are we interested, or are we going to talk in circles for the rest of the evening?
She's gonna look.
We
at the
are-
bench
we
and
are.
Put her hand up.
We are interested. There's just one small thing I'd like to know. Is the information? You don't have to answer me. I fully accept. I fully expect you not to. Is the information we're seeking? Is it dangerous to the city? In your opinion.
He takes a deep breath and he finishes the drag off of his cigarette. And he throws it on the ground underneath him, just like on the floor, and he stomps it out with his heel. To be completely honest with you, I'm not even sure what to think anymore. There's a lot of weird shit in this city. There's a lot of weird things that have happened since my time here. I am not natural born. Many of my neighbors are not natural born, but we climb the ranks. I don't know.
Are you happy here?
I'm complacent here.
You'd maybe like to see some changes.
Seems
That's
like there's
not-
a lot of people that are just complacent.
Complacency is a very easy place to be because you don't have to think about much.
True,
It's
but it
also
can
a
also
very
be very.
dangerous place to be.
Took
It
the words out of
is.
my mouth, Dench.
And he throws two fingers out, kind of like Rocker Devil Horns, towards Lyra and Dench, and then he points straight out towards the door. And that, I fear, is where your religious friend is right now. In a dangerous place because of complacency in here, not around here.
You have a lot going for you. And if at some point you decided complacency doesn't suit you anymore, I think you could make a big difference.
I could.
Well, I'm out of smelt. Are we leaving yet?
I guess we are. She'll put her hand out.
Well, I suppose the dwarf has spoken, as many tales typically end in that fashion. He puts the key out in your hand, and he says, I will take you. Are you leaving right now, or do you need to discuss this with your religious friend?
I don't think there's
Oh,
anything else to discuss.
Sooner the better, probably. Well, I mean, what would your recommendation be? Wait till darkness? I mean, I assume most people can see it.
Nah, don't wait till darkness. If you need to go now and you are on your time crunch, I don't know what's down in those tunnels. I don't travel there myself. I can take you to the entrance, and that's about it. After the directions, it's your fucking funeral. So I will take you there immediately, right now. And we are in agreement. You will get my quill, yes?
If we can.
Well,
And
we'll
if
try
not-
to
Do
get
our
it. If
best.
not, we'll pay you $50 when we get back.
50 bucks? What the fuck is a buck?
It's what they use in the
That's a-
crater.
That's a whoops.
I'm just fucking with you. You were so into your character, Payne, that you were just like, fuck this guy. I'll give you $50. Okay,
Also, did you cook this smelt or did your wife?
so I am not married. You mean my slave? She,
Oh.
yes, she did cook the
She
smelt.
cooked them?
Yes,
Oh, I'll thank her on the way
salt
out.
and
Thank
black
you for
peppercorn encrusted. Very
That's very
tasty.
good. Thank you.
Of
for
course.
I
your
had to stop
hospitality.
talking. Let's go ahead and go.
Of course. He stands up, hands you the key, and he says, if you will follow me, please, I will take you and your group then to the entrance of what I know. And he stops, by the way, before he leaves. He looks towards the woman in the corner, and none of you know Infernal, do you? Nope. So he looks towards her and he says something very impassioned. And she puts her hand over her heart and she bows to him, like deeply, like almost like Japanese respect bow. And she stands back up. He pulls his hands up to his heart and he kind of nods to her again before leaving.
We could tell that it wasn't like an order or anything. It was just like a.
It
exchange.
was simply very impassioned. She embraced it, and I'm giving you guys that because your passive insights are like fucking through the roof, except for Dench, which is okay. I get it, Dench. But yeah, everybody else would have just picked that up.
Okay.
Okay, so he steps out. He looks down towards Amelia, and Kanas kind of nods, and then he kind of tilts his head to the left as he begins to walk.
I
And
have
as-
one.
oh,
Yeah,
Sorry,
no, it's
I
fine.
have
Go
one
ahead.
really-
He walks slowly, so.
I was gonna say one thing before he, when it's just Canis and Amelia outside.
Yeah, go ahead.
She just would have said, looked down and said in Celestial, Canis, I don't like any of this. We are going down a path we are not going to be able to turn back from, and that's going to get us worse than killed.
You're overthinking it. Listen, it's not going to come to that.
he wants us to just steal things from the infernal archive so that we can give it to the slaver to help them do whatever it is that they're going to do, all so that we can try and save one person without thinking about the thousands of others. Yeah, I'm probably overthinking it. But it doesn't feel like we're doing the right thing.
Amelia, you're not going to save thousands of others. Not now. You don't have an army, you don't have the skills. At the moment, this is the best you can do. Save the one. Because it's going to get 1,000 more, with him or without him.
As long as we're not making it worse for any of the others. And that's what I'm
That's
scared
to be
of.
determined. That's to be determined once we get there. As I said before, this may not be set in stone. It's us to decide when we get there. But we're doing this now.
Yeah, it's just...
I know, it bugs you. Also, I don't want to give this guy his feather. It's suspicious. Also, he
all
was
of
just
this
rude.
is. All of this is.
Well, this city is suspicious. It's made of demon packs. It's quite by definition.
But you're clever. You'd say something if you saw any other way than this, right?
I would. Unfortunately, I've had very little to say recently.
Oh. I think you see. You definitely see more than I do. I trust you. Thank you. And then she'd probably go quiet.
As we are walking out, Dench, since Lyra was right behind you, you'd probably hear her muttering something under her breath, and her eyebrows are furrowed. Canis, you'd recognize that, I'm sure. But she looks just super, super fucking annoyed.
And as we're walking out, Payne would make eye contact with the not wife and thank her for the smelt that she cooked very well.
She also just bows at you, and you just kind of hear a very quiet, "You're welcome."
Also, thank you, ma'am, on his way out as well.
And you get an additional bow. "You're welcome." Very professional, very put together, very disciplined, for what it's worth. Okay, so you guys go into the. I'm gonna put you in the overworld here really quickly. And we are going to move. Whoa. We're going to move your yellow circle. So you guys were over in the Tiefling District. And now you guys are on the very back northwestern corner of the Spire of the Pact Makers. But you're actually out just a little bit right here. There you go. Okay, so as you guys get out here, during this time, is there anything I need to know about, or are you guys just kind of following? And he stays very quiet, by the way. He just kind of puts a hand up every once in a while, watches guards, watches people walk by, different groups, and then he down alleyways until he gets out into the open, and then he gets down into some more destitute, kind of rundown, very ruins-looking buildings.
I think Dench would kind of approach Lyra a little bit. Okay, what's happening here?
Oh, nothing, just...
This all sucks.
It does suck. And... getting silenced a lot. And I keep being right about things, but I keep getting silenced a lot. And it's really frustrating because I'm pretty small, but it's making me feel really small. She goes from like being like tensed up, and when he says that, she just kind of releases. You do more than enough, Dinch. Really. Just keep listening to me. Your mic's being weird again.
Your mic's being weird. I forgot I leaned back a little bit.
That was the most impassioned shit in the world, though. I love it.
How dare you?
Your mic's being fuck your mic.
And this is
Fuck
how you
your
can
mic.
tell we've been
Fuck your
playing
ears,
D&D together
yeah.
for 6 years. You
I gotta get myself like a boom or something.
That's I have right up above my
I
hat.
know,
We both do.
I know. Everybody but me, pretty much.
Oh, I don't.
I don't have one.
All right, birthday presents this year. Everyone gets a fucking boom. You get a boom. You get a boom. Everyone gets a boom.
The dwarf has spoken.
You don't need to apologize to anyone for anything. She needed the tough love, and we needed to do what we're doing. It's just she brought us here. It's what it is. Maybe if you feel bad, then tell her sorry for coming across ruder than you meant to or whatever. But frankly, it had to be said, and I don't think my voice would have done it. I could have said the words, but I don't think it would have had the same impact. I'm not quite as commanding a presence as you are.
Well, like I said, once we're done with all this, we'll make all the appropriate apologies. I think right now we need to, like I said before, stay in the mission, eye on the prize.
If we do that, I don't think apologies are even going to be considered because she's going to be too happy.
I'm hoping for the same.
If she's not, then I'm going to throw her off the ship.
All right.
Let's get this shit.
So you guys get to the point where Zarzak kind of puts his hands up and he looks around. Seemingly nothing catches his attention. He points down below him, and below him you see a small crate and a large straw mat. He grabs the crate and pulls it off. He grabs the straw mat and he yanks it back and throws it on top of the crate. And you guys see a small hatch in the ground that could easily fit any of you. Just a small wooden hatch. He lifts the hatch up and he points down and he says, right. This is it. If you go down here and you head west, directly west, when you reach the four-way intersection, you are going to turn to the left and follow it to the next intersection. The next intersection will be a T, and it will run north and south through the city. When you get there, you are going to head right and all the way up until you reach the door. When you reach the door, one of you will need to utilize the key into the locking mechanism and activate it. I'm telling you right now, it takes about 30 to 40 seconds for that magic to procure inside the door for it to open. It is a fucking vault door. Do you understand me?
I understand.
I believe so.
He kind of crouches and he grabs Amelia's shoulder and kind of pulls her down just a little bit as she's kind of clanking and clinking and chainmailing in the breeze. And he whispers, "Are you sure you're going to be able to do this?"
Can I hear this?
Yes.
I'm sure they'll have remembered the directions better than I will.
It's not about the directions. It's about the convictions.
She will do it.
He smiles and looks at Kana's. He puts his finger on Amelia's kind of like shoulder, up near your pauldron. You're gonna be good. You're going to be just fine. I'm telling you right now that everything is going to be fine once you get down there, as long as you heed my words specifically. Do you understand? And he kind of puts his finger up, kind of like in front of her face. I need Kana's and Pain to roll insight checks, please. Oh, fuck me. Oh my god. You are both very, very, very well aware that he is 100% attempting to manipulate the shit out of her. He is very clearly playing on her intelligence. Messages may or may not have been sent beforehand in tonight's session, but he is 100% trying to manipulate her.
We'll see. We'll follow through on our end.
He kind of puts his hand back. That is all I ask. That is all I ask. I will hang out here in case you need to retreat. If you continue forward, then so be it. And if not, then best of luck to you, and I look forward to seeing my quill in the end. And remember, 350 fat gold pieces waiting for you in a massive sack.
Don't say it like that. You make it weird, and with that, he'll go down the hatch.
He kind of like puts his head on the hatch. I'm sorry. Was it the vernacular? Was it really wrong? Did I need a different accent or?
You shouldn't talk about sizes of sacks. That's all.
Sizes of sacks? Is it really about how much gold is inside of the goat sack?
No, it's how you use it. And she'll go down.
Big sacks make him uncomfortable.
Oh my goodness. And he starts screaming with laughter. He pulls his head out and he just slaps. And then he goes, shh, there's fucking people everywhere. Stop it. That is so fucking funny. You make me sound like Krivak. You make me curse like a dragonborn. That is hilarious. Okay, get down there. Who is holding the key? That is Candace.
Myra is, right?
Yes, it is.
I see a thumbs up. That's a yes.
Up in the back.
Yeah, that's a Candace. I heard her go. By the way, from the bathroom, she went, me, which is like the most Blade Singer thing she could have done. All right. So you guys get down into the tunnel. And you are told what you are told. So, what direction do you go? You see that there is a north, west, and south tunnel from where you...
Payne takes a few steps west as he's the first one down the hatch. Just making room for everybody, I guess. But west is his intention.
I heard just Candace say yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
so
that's-
west. Got it. So you head west. You guys go west about probably a good what feels like 3/4 of a mile. And you get to a small archway that breaks into a 15-foot wide, very long, narrow hallway that you see lead to what appears to be a T intersection. Give me one moment.
So we're supposed to find a four-way.
Yeah, Dan, she said west until the four-way intersection.
Then we turn left. Then the next one's the T.
Canis. As you guys enter this hallway, as you guys enter this intersection, I would say, that kind of this tunnel, because it's pretty fucking wide, 15 feet wide is huge. you are kind of sniffing the air. You're looking around. You're kind of like trying to breathe and understand what's happening here. So the air here is heavy with an acrid tang. Your lungs burn ever so slightly every single time you breathe, but nobody else picks that up.
Does my necklace help with that?
What is your necklace? Oh, the necklace of adaptation?
Yeah.
God damn you. I was trying to give you information and your magic item may have just harmed that. Give me a sec. What does that make you immune to? Gas effects, right? Poison?
I think it's poison in particular, isn't it?
While wearing this necklace, you can breathe normally in any environment, and you have advantage from saving throws made to avoid.
Yeah, no, you are 100% right. Holy shit. I had a passive thing set up for you specially. You notice nothing, nobody notices nothing. Welcome to the 15-foot hall.
Well, it doesn't hurt you, but you can still sense it, right?
But with a necklace of adaptation, which requires an attunement slot, I would say that he is filtering probably 99% of it, so he'd probably not pick it up. Although he did roll it. Yeah, no. I'm looking at passives. Nah. Yeah, he wouldn't notice it.
So we're supposed to be coming up on a 4-way.
Yeah, did the 4-way, is it like we keep going and then it branches off? Or is it like, do we hit a dead end with like left and right?
So you guys already... okay, so let me back this up. You guys already hit the 4-way. Okay, so...
Oh, that was the western one.
Yeah. That was the... yeah, so you came down, you went to the 4-way, because it was just a tunnel that led to the west. Then you hit the 4-way, and you turned left, and you followed it to the next T intersection, which is what you're looking at right now.
Got it.
Okay, so we would need to go right so that we can, and then we should walk all the way up until we reach the door from there.
Sounds right.
Why don't we go? Listen, I'm all about like people actually being kind and trying to help or get their shit or the quill, whatever. But just in case this is a horrible trap to enslave us, let's be careful and not just march through as though we trust this person with our lives.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, I don't trust him at all, but yeah, I agree.
I also don't trust him in the slightest.
I mean, he has several things to gain from us
Yeah,
in this situation.
if her
We
eyes
should not
dart.
trust him.
Right, her eyes dart toward Amelia. Knowing how valuable her friend was, I just want to make sure we're being cautious. Plus, I was top of my class. I'm sure I'd be worth a pretty penny.
Of course.
Yeah,
you
worth a lot,
were.
I'm sure. Probably more than
Thanks,
Amelia.
guys. That was convincing. Let's go.
What? Canis was serious.
I know Canis was, not Pain. Canis would get a little pat on the head.
Alright. So you guys are where you are. You can see what you can see. You guys know how this goes. You can put yourself in whatever marching order you want and slowly move up as you like to. And just tell me when you are ready to do any other sort of investigatory work.
Amelia, do you want to
Yes,
switch
with-
spots?
I was to say Amelia would probably be back actually, and as in FYI, I sent you a quick DM.
Oh
note.
shit! Sorry, that's
Nope,
the thing
you're
I have
good.
to
I
look
was
at.
waiting to be able to tell you.
Holy shit! That was
And I
3
think-
notes.
I think with what
Yeah, but it's-
Lyra had said, Dench will be checking for any kind of traps or anything like that.
Thank you.
Okay. That was Dench.
Yeah.
Okay, Dench. Why don't you?
Are
Yep. Go ahead.
Going to be quiet. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, no, please go ahead.
Should we try to be quiet? I know we're not the best at it, but everyone moves
We
their
should-
left foot at the same time.
We should be ready. Swords and shields.
All right, you've been wanting to kneecap since we got here, though. We gotta make sure we're being
there, well, maybe I can unlock the door, since there's been a lack of kneecapping.
I think you're the last person we should trust with that responsibility.
That's what I figured. Why don't you get up and look for traps, Canis?
Oh my gosh, why is there? It's the tunnel. The tunnel's turning us against each other, guys.
No, I quite like the tunnel. Have you seen this stonework? It's amazing.
Oh boy.
It is surprisingly.
I want to ask in case I can maybe help Amelia be a bit more, try to be a bit more quiet.
Ah, right.
Are we gonna try to stealth, guys? Or are we just gonna move?
Yeah, let's try to be stealthy, and Dench is gonna look for traps.
Okay, so Dench, make a perception. Make a.
Sorry, it already happened. What do you?
Yeah, no, we'll take the perception. That's fine. But it is perception because you are perceiving your surroundings. Everybody else make a stealth check, please.
All right. Before I roll, I just want to say for Amelia, I want to use like my help action to like guide her on like how to step quiet, a bit more heal. Because I'm proficient in like proficient in stealth. See if I can help her like quiet. I did this before. I remember. but she failed.
you did. Because she's terrible at stealth because she's a paladin. Okay, I'll allow it. She can make her stealth check at advantage.
Is it advantage or a straight roll? I can't remember with her armor.
Oh no, you know what? Because she rolls at disadvantage in heavy armor, so she does roll at a straight roll. You're correct. Thank you. I appreciate that, Lucy. Lucy, if you do not have an inspiration, take a DM inspiration. That's a very good integrity move. Thank you.
I will take it.
I knew you burnt that bitch already, so. Oh, we lost him.
He keeps hitting.
Sorry,
the
my
wrong
mic push to talk button is the same
Oh!
as my like back button on my thing, so I keep going back to the roll 20 screen.
I have a thing for that. I'll send it to you because I use mine too, and it used to do the same thing.
I use insert, and the only downside is that it's right next to the delete button, and you can delete your character very easily.
Okay. Alright, bear with me just a moment.
I don't think my roll came through, but I can't see it because I had to reroll it.
That's right, just tell me what it is. I believe you. Yeah, okay. So Lyra, oh god. Okay, so yeah, you guys are moving as stealthfully as you can. Amelia rolled actually really fucking well.
Guys, should we be quiet?
Yes!
More warp zone.
We are.
She's a fucking Skaven.
Pain is too. We got below its head.
Okay, yeah, you guys can move as you see fit. And these tunnels are dank. It does not look like anything has used these in many, many, many years.
Canis?
I think he's trying to fix that. Oh, okay.
I was trying to fix it.
He's trying to fix the mouse button thing.
So Dench does have his bow and arrow, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'll have one of my swords out too.
Okay.
Amelia.
I assume
go ahead, Payne.
I assume Payne's locked and fucking loaded.
Oh,
He's been waiting to
since-
break kneecaps for days.
Since he said everybody should be ready, sword and shield, I mean, he was ready anyway.
Got it.
Amelia does not have either sword or shield out.
Okay.
I'm always ready, so.
Yeah, I knew about you.
Okay,
Then
we
she's
have to
gonna
go
pie
right.
this corner.
Okay. Yeah, so as you look down, you see to the south, it looks like there is a collapsed tunnel that leads to the south. And then there is a tunnel that leads to the north. And I believe your vision does see that.
Mine does already.
And there is to the north, there is a small torch right here, almost like an alchemical light, that is glowing ever so softly, and there is a double doors right here.
They're double doors going, like, they look like they lead to the same place. It's not like a door and then a wall and then a door.
No, they're. Can you see it? Can you see?
Yeah, I'm
okay.
just making sure
So
that they're double doors that are connected to each other.
yeah, they're connected to each other.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
yeah. It's like a large door that looks like it's two doors with something in the middle.
Thank you. I'm just making sure we're not like, oh, pick the right door. All right. We have to go right.
I see it. Okay.
Traps? Are there traps?
Are there traps? Yeah, take a look.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check for me. Dench. You kind of glance ahead up at the walls, ceilings. There doesn't seem to be any traps, any mundane or magical traps.
That looks clear.
Okay, so you guys approach the door as you round the corner, and the two in the back stay in the intersection. There is the door in front of you, and it has a very obvious padlock on it, and the padlock is kind of like recessed into the door, and there is a keyhole there, and there is a small alchemical light that glows in the corner.
Okay, Canis and Amelia, come closer just in case, please.
Ooh, a padlock. I have
should go.
lockpicks for that.
I have the key.
Okay, fine. Use the key.
We have to, or it won't get rid of the wards. We have to wait for 30 to 40 seconds. Okay, we're gonna count to 60 quietly after I use the key, just to be extra sure that everything's done. Okay?
What if the doors relock at 50?
That sucks.
That
I
would
assume
suck.
there's some kind of. I assume there's some kind of sign. That
While we're
I hope
waiting
there's some
for
kind
the,
of sign.
the
Well, I
count
don't
of
know,
30,
like maybe
Payne's
like-
gonna check out the stonework. Go ahead, Tinch. Sorry.
I was just saying, I'm hoping or I'm assuming there's some kind of like signal that the ward is down. But
He did say it would consume the enchantment on it, so we might see it, but that's not always. Sometimes it's really subtle. So.
Sorry, did you, Katniss, did you say you did put in the
Not
key
yet.
or
She
okay?
asked you guys to get closer first. A little closer.
We can't do this, guys.
Amelia, I on a mission.
No, we are. Look at us. We are sneaking through the tunnels, acting like and planning to be a pack of just thieves. We
Yeah, it's not my
can't
first time.
do this.
It's not Canis's first time. It is my first time. Why are we
What?
here, Amelia? Nobody say anything else. Amelia, why are we here?
This is not the
Why are we here?
ends. Absolutely do not justify the means.
Okay, let me just send a message to Dorian to fire up the ship. Then we'll go give the key back and we can head out.
If this is the only option there, if it's this or we leave, then yeah, we can't do this.
Okay, She puts the key in her pocket. Let's go.
Sure, I missed dinner for this.
There,
What's your plan, Amelia?
I don't have one, but it's not going to be stealing from the Infernal Archive.
We're
Right?
not stealing, we're
Okay.
memorizing.
I never said we were going to take.
Amelia?
Oh,
I am taking responsibility for any of the wrongdoings we do here. Anything that comes down on us is because of me. Lyra, give me the key.
What we're doing is illegal, not just by our
It is. You're correct.
stand.
This is illegal. This is immoral, but we are doing this for your friend. This is the greater good.
also in the lawful world of Upside Down, their laws are all messed up. They're okay with slavery. So if
Neither
we're-
she nor I want you to do this. If you are
Okay.
doing this, you are not doing it for me, and you are not doing this for Alara.
that's your choice, then that's fine. We've got someone we have to pay for a few more days of travel. I guess we can give the key back in lieu of the 50 gold, and your friend can stay a slave and go wherever she's going to go on the ship tomorrow.
Your friend
that's what
is
she would
going
want.
to rot on a ship.
Well, she probably won't rot.
There's-
She'll probably be very busy giving slavers directions on how to get more
Doesn't-
slaves.
Doesn't religion come with religion and law? They come with a balance, right? She would have
Yeah.
both hands up, but I can't because I have to push my push.
There's
Yes,
a balance
and
in
the
everything.
balance here is saying this is wrong, and I will not be a part of this.
Okay, let me finish what I was saying. Let me finish. Oh, she's gone.
No, my roll 20 just went weird.
Okay. So on one side, we have gaining information and sharing that with someone. On the other side, we have saving your friend from a life of enslavement. To be honest with you, I feel like the balance is a little skewed because this feels way more valuable. But I'm not a religious person. I live the life of logic. And logically, if your friend wants to be a slave, we should let her do what she wants to do.
You are twisting things.
That has to happen sometimes.
No, it does not.
Okay, then we're not saving your friend, and we wasted a lot of time and money to get here.
And I'm sorry for that. But that doesn't change that. I won't speak for you. It does not change that I will not be a part of this.
You can go back to the ship.
upstairs.
Amelia, make a wisdom check for me, please.
Nope.
Yeah, I can't do much with that.
You have an inspiration?
No, absolutely not.
For fuck's sake.
No, I've been making bad choices in the attempts to make good choices.
All right, well, head upstairs. Just go. We can decide if we want to move forward or not. You don't have to know anything about it. Just go see Dorian, leave town, and either we'll see you with your friend or we won't.
Go, Amelia. I still have a debt that needs repaid. You don't owe us anything. We'll do what we need to do. You go.
It's not right for you all to break into this place either.
We will answer to our gods when that time comes. We don't answer to your god.
I won't even make you make a wisdom check for that one. That is very sound.
Go upstairs. Go make sure Dorian's good. Go to the tavern and get food ready for Pain, and we'll meet you there.
I'm not going back to that tavern. He overcharges. Once we get this thing, we get this. Gonna stop talking.
Go, Amelia.
And yeah, Amelia is going to, yeah, she's going to turn and go back the other way.
Okay.
Lyra will
And don't-
turn to Den. Oh, go ahead.
And don't talk to Zazak again.
Yeah, don't. Just say thank you and goodbye. Maybe directions to get out of town to get back to the. How's she gonna get back to the ship? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
Yep. She's not going to say anything. She's not going to slow. She is just going to, yeah, she's going to keep going.
Okay.
And try and make it back the way she came.
All right.
Lyra would turn to Dench and say, also, you're not taking responsibility for everything. Do this shit together.
This is definitely all of our choice. Well, almost all
I
of
was
our
just
choice.
I was just trying to take it off.
I know. I know what you're doing, but I also know that if it came down to it, you would, so. We ready?
What didn't I do? Let's go.
Okay, I'm gonna take out the key again and put it into the lock and turn it.
All right. So, we will say that for the sake of brevity, that Amelia gets to about here as she rounds the corner and is kind of done with this situation. Lyra, you take the key out. You push it into the lock, and as you do, you turn it. As you turn it, there is a flash of arcane symbols that are glistening with red fire in the door. And you see slowly they begin to kind of evaporate around the keyhole. Give me one moment. All right. So, I need everyone to click on their character sheet and roll for initiative.
That tracks.
All right. So, as you twist the key and the infernal sigils begin to manifest and evaporate, Canis and Pain, you turn around, and as you look up, you hear a grinding in the ceiling as two pipes kind of drop down into the tunnel, and out of them these large black globs plop out into the tunnel, and they manifest as these undulating oozes of sorts, and they begin to move towards you. Canis, you get the jump on them.
Okay. Cancel that.
Let me just rephrase that really quickly. Lyra, as you see the sigils begin to kind of evaporate, your hand cannot move from the key, and you feel your entire body freeze. You are paralyzed until further notice.
That's fun.
Canis.
Okay, that changes things. And it doesn't look like they came from Amelia's direction, right? It came from the roof.
No, they came from the ceiling, yep.
In that case, in case Dench isn't aware, he'll just kind of say, "Behind us," and then he'll kind of like turn to Lyra, and he kind of wants to figure out what's happening to her, or like how to make it not, how to unfuck the situation, I guess.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I think his focus will be on Lyra.
Okay. Lyra, you are paralyzed and stuck in the doorway. Dench. We'll go through one round of combat, by the way, and then we'll kind of circle back next week.
Oh shit. Okay. Loose an arrow into this individual here. Oh, I can use 2 arrows because I'm level 5 now.
Okay. 28 is absolutely a hit. As you hit it, so the arrow hits and is completely dissolved into the body of this thing. It hits and just kind of evaporates. However, it does seem to do damage to it. That was the first one, correct?
That was the first one. Anybody who may be noticing him, he seems to very rapidly knock and loose another arrow. Unnaturally fast. Pew. Stacked on top of each other.
Okay, no, 20. Again, it hits, is completely absorbed and dispersed into this thing, but you do see its form writhe as it is affected.
All right. I think that'll have to be it for now. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, actually, no. He'll take a step forward.
Got it.
In line with Canis.
All right, Pain.
I'm going to Sacred Flame the closest one. It's a Dex 13.
Dex, give me one moment. It fails. So as your incantation rings out, there is a burst of holy energy, and the entity kind of rears back as it singes some of the ooze off of it and onto the wall next to it, and it takes full damage. Anything else, Pain?
Do I know what kind of creatures these are? Do I recognize anything about them?
So you would need to spend your action in order to identify them.
No.
But right off the bat, definitely have no fucking clue.
Just a big ball of slime.
Yeah, big dirty ball of black slime.
Perfect.
All right, Amelia. As you are walking down the hall, why don't you give me, just for the sake of this combat, give me a perception check.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask about.
A 20 is good. So you would hear the kind of like, and then you would hear Dench kind of move forward. You would hear a, and then you would hear a loud incantation by Pain, and then kind of a singeing sound.
Pretty sure I've heard Sacred Flame before. I mean, that is kind of
It's-
unmistakably combat-y sounds, though, isn't that?
It's definitely been cast before around you.
As she pause, there's some very, very quick mental math. There's not much mental math to do there. And she's going to take 3 steps back and look and see what the hell.
Yeah. 2 massive undulating piles of black slime. One of which is reeling back in pain. From pain.
Because I definitely couldn't see the combat-y things. Which one's reeling back?
It's the one that's more forward. This one right here.
Okay. She is going to, crap. She's going to verbal. Actually, no, she's not. She is just going to step back. She's going to, not unsung her shield. She's going to immediately grab her holy symbol. Hang on, I'm measuring. I have to go one more forward. She steps towards it. That takes me to 25 movement. I am going to cast Compelled Duel.
Oh. Oh boy, that's a weird one. Okay, give me a moment.
She's never done it before.
Okay. Go ahead and burn the spell slot, and you attempt to compel a creature. Okay. Wisdom saving throw. Got it. Alright. Got it. Give me 1 second. It absolutely 100% fails, and as Amelia, tell me, how does this incantation pan out for
I don't think it's anything fancy there. She touches her holy symbol and says, you're like, it's more prayer than anything else. It's just your road leads no further. Face me. And it's quiet, but it is just determined. And it's spoken quietly, but the words themselves just carry much further than they should.
Yeah, and as
They
her
almost
word...
kind of... Sorry, go ahead.
No, please. Yeah, I was just gonna say, as your words echo down the hallway, you guys kind of all hear that. Lyra, you hear it too, but you are paralyzed. But as she says that and points at this thing, this entity turns around. This ooze completely turns around and faces her directly.
And I just double checked, and that was a bonus action. So I am going to, for my action, get my shield ready. Because I would like my AC to be better.
Okay.
So.
All right, so you pull your shield
that'll
out.
That'll be my action, bonus action. And that's it.
All right. So with that being said, this entity is going to move 20 feet forward, and it is going to rear back with its form, and it is going to attempt to slam Dench. Alright, Dench, that is a hit. So as it rears back, its body kind of swells upwards and then lunges forward. As it does the lurch forward, it hits you for 7 points of bludgeoning damage and 20 points of acid damage. for a total of 27 points of damage.
Oh, yeah.
And that is where its turn ends. The next entity is a perfect 20 feet. And it is going to do the same thing to Amelia. Amelia, what is your AC currently?
I am at an 18, thankfully.
18. Okay, so as it rears back and full force, this thing kind of turns into a wall and it comes down into like a hammer fist. You get your shield up just in time to kind of glance the blow, and nothing happens. All right, for those of you, by the way, who are looking, Canis and Pain, because Lyra can't see it, Dench is horrifically wounded. And we will go back to the top of the round.
actually
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't update my token there.
No, it's okay. I got you. So Dench is horrifically wounded. Amelia has just shield blocked this one that is looking at her in the south. And that is that. We are at 10-11 and at the end of the round. So if you guys are cool with it, we'll pick up next week on Sunday in the midst of combat.
You guys are amazing, and I am sorry and regret nothing.
I have a speech for you.
Oh, me too.
Oh, me too.
I got time to think right now.
Yeah, I strongly debated coming around the corner with, your gods are a lot oozier than I expected. Because the very last sentence was the gonna face our gods.
Is that the last thing you want us to hear before we die? I don't think
Yes!
so.
Yes! Amelia would be proud of that.
That's it. I'm convincing Celestian to send you to hell.
Hey, you know what? Walking away put me in a very unique position for this fight.
Very unique.
Did. Yeah.
Very far.
Not a great place to be.
Very out of my vision range.
Says the one who's unscathed versus,
Dench.
Well, that's because I'm cute.
He's pretty cute. All right, guys. We'll go ahead and end here for this week then. We'll pick up next week with round 2. And, yeah, that will be that. If anybody has anything for me during the week, obviously send your things to me, and we will go through them. And if not, we'll see you next week on Sunday.
See everybody. Have a good
Hey,
night.
everybody.
What was
All
it?
right.
Good night.
See you in a week.
All right, take care, guys. All right, for those of you still hanging out with us, let's jump to somebody's stream. Now we have Zachary the Camelhawk. I don't know what he is doing. It looks like he's making a Sonic emoji. Cinder Slash. I don't know a whole lot about Cinder Slash, actually. Whiskey Sin is playing Warhammer Online. Let's do Whiskey Sin. Warhammer Online's fun. So, all right, guys. Great session. Boy, that was a lot. With me getting messages about, hey, I am not going to go through with this, and fuck off the rest of the party, and me going, oh, okay. Okay, yeah, no. Let's definitely do that. We'll need to figure out where this combat goes next week, and how they are going to, A, recover from it, and B, figure out what the hell they're going to do this next time. So in the meantime, let's raid Whiskeyson, who is playing some Warhammer Online, Age of Reckoning. And We'll see you next week on Sunday. All right, Father's Day. All right, we are raiding out. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, much yikes. Holy shit. Hey, DM, good to see you, and thank